Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing today? I'm still getting over the emotional roller coaster that was yesterday, as you can probably see above me. We had a day. Hello, Sorted. Hello, hello. MGP. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. How are we doing today? Oh my goodness. So, the entirety of yesterday was no tears today, hopefully. I kind of want to say a little bit about yesterday. I tried for the entire day to find words. Oh. Something just happened. Quill probably texted me about it. Yeah, I tried to spend the entire day writing about it. Couldn't really figure out words to say, really. So I just kind of settled for the thank you message I sent yesterday. Hello, Cypher. Hello, hello. So today I should start the stream with a little bit of a caveat. I am playing Monster Prom with a fellow Butler today. So, in lieu of that, I don't want to be my usual off-work self, where I'm cussing, just kind of being overly casual. Siren! Thank you! Yeah, that was a journey yesterday. I'm gonna post clips on Twitter later of how I reacted to it, because I know not everyone can make time to scrub through the VODs. I understand that. So, I have clips of it, luckily, of my reaction to it. I got a bit emotional. Back to the caveat. I'm going to be more work Sally than I am going to be... thank you all. I'm going to be closer to work Sally. Thank you. Yes, joining my stream is... join when you can. I'm not going to say make time out of your schedule for me, but... Except for one day, maybe. It's not really a challenge. It's just I have to act more professional. That's the only difference. I'm not really going to be my, overly cussy self. How about that? Alright, Quill Belladuke is the person I'm playing with today, and they are probably chilling in my general, waiting for me to come in. So I am going to quickly go join him. Hello, hello. Let me get desktop audio going real quick. There we go. Now people can hear you.
Hello. Thank you so much for hosting me.
No problem at all. It's my honor, honestly.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Yes.
So
Alright. Ready up, and I'm gonna switch over to Monster Prom. Yes, it is gonna be a two Butler kind of day.
Hello.
Ooh, do we want to do a full game of around 60 or a short game? Or a couple short games?
I don't mind full if you do.
I don't either. Let's go full game.
I'll be honest, this will be my first time playing it.
Same, honestly. I literally kickstarted this game just so that I could play it and then never played it.
It looks very enjoyable.
It is very enjoyable. Can you see it on your end? Because we were kind of going back and forth last night on if that was going to be possible.
I can see it on my end.
Awesome. So, spooky high school, the sweetest years of our lives. Back then, we were young and unafraid. That sounds way too familiar. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid.
Always willing to live life to the fullest.
Always. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really are. Blech. Why did I... Sorry.
Don't be sorry.
Ooh, who am I? I kind of want to be this one. I'm going to go with my nickname that I've had since high school. There we go. Yes, there are 2 butlers here today.
Hello, there are indeed 2 butlers.
Everyone seems to be very excited about that fact.
I'm pleased to hear that. I have been wanting to collaborate with you for quite a while, so...
Honestly, I think it has been since I was at like 100 when I first met you, and we were like, we need to collab.
Absolutely.
Let me get, because somebody wanted your Twitch link. Let me get that.
My Twitch.
Let me grab that really quickly.
If you wish for me to do it.
If you may, that would be quite helpful, because traveling through Twitch's site can be a bit of a nightmare.
There we go.
Amazing, thank you very much.
A pleasure to be of assistance.
Awesome. And yet, we had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember clearly, 3 weeks were left as we fantasized about our dream prom dates. We were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates. Miranda Vanderbilt, 19. Yeah, very elegant and kind. Wonderful, wonderful person. The sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was gentle. No problem. Damien LaVey. These people are way too old for high school. A fearless demon with
taste for destruction and a love of fire.
Scott Howell, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Oh no. We have a himbo.
Thank you for the follow, Gore.
Thank you, Gore. Yes, 2 cuties are spotted. Cerise, you have a good eye. Liam de Lioncourt. Oh.
Lioncourt.
A hipster
here we go.
Vampire with a standoffish demeanor hid that he was truly a lovable dork. Polly Geist.
I'm always a fan of the Interview with a Vampire references.
Oh my god, that is an Interview with a Vampire.
It is, the start to Lioncourt.
Hold on, Cerise is asking for your link as well, so I'm just going to... Oh, Gore's got it. Lovely, thank you. My only mod.
Thank you so much, Gore.
Thank you, Gore. A party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. And Vera Oberlin. A mean, self-made Gorgon with a merciless sense of business. Okay, so these are our casts we are trying to gain the attention and affection of. It was clear it had to be one of them, but who? Now, knowing nothing of their personalities, do you have a pick right off the bat?
I'd probably have to say Liam de Lioncourt simply for that reference.
Honestly,
one of my all-time favourite books, so...
I mean, it is a very good piece of literature, I will give you that. My thought is... either the werewolf jock or the mermaid princess, because I do like men who are big of heart but small of brain.
A very good type.
A very good type. We only have...
See, I'm often just a fan of the Meganays.
Also a good choice. We only have 3 weeks to choose our prom dates, and even more daunting, we only had 3 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. I don't think I could make a friend in 3 weeks. I'd be too shy.
Neither do I. I completely relate to this.
I would just basically stare at them like, I want to talk to you for 2 weeks, and then eventually I'd walk over and they'd be like, who are you?
I mean, is that not how we formed this collab?
Pretty much. Except it
we've
wasn't
reached
who are
for
you,
around
it's I watch your
9 months.
streams. I watch your streams. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Awesome. So this kind of plays like a board game, apparently, from what I've read online, where each person gets turns, and we can either do something to help another player, or we can do stuff to hinder. Yes. I don't know which one I'm going to do. All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more. We're using our PhD to diagnose what kind of deviant sickle you are. I'm trying to be more work Sally for you because you are very prim and proper on your streams, and I tend.
Oh, thank you ever so much.
And I tend to act as if I am off work. So,
that's very fair. We do all need to relax at times.
Yeah,
it's
we
a
do.
rather difficult job, after all.
It is. Why must people who check out things from the library live on the other side of the mansion? It is such a long walk, and there is no convenient hallways.
Oh, they're incredibly long.
They are so incredibly long. One butler admiring the other. Oh, sweet wholesomeness. Yes, very wholesome. This way, each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Okay, so this is going to be a quiz on our personalities. Oh,
I'm
boy.
intrigued.
You get the chance to produce a movie. It's based on... Oh, okay, so it's with arrow keys and enter. Two guys walking away from red explosions, and they don't look at the explosions. They don't give a bleep about the explosions. They reflect on life and love. But it's super dope and kick-ass because they do so walking away from never-ending explosions. I think I would become quite bored of that movie after a while. The most influential novelists of the XIX century have gone nuts, and they don't remember anything about last night, and now they can't find the manuscript to the Brother Carl.
This one sounds like my kind of
one. I kind of have to agree. That sounds amazing. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for that one as well.
I have to go for this one.
Yeah. If you had to have blank with an animal, what would it be? A great white shark? If I had... Oh, wait. No, it is the mouse. I accidentally pressed the button. What is happening? Oh, wait. It lets me choose. Okay. Swan... Yeah, let me find a loophole in this one. I don't... I'd rather neither.
Unfortunately, I have to say the same thing. I don't wish to keep picking the same options as you.
I know, but at the same time, out of all those options, it's like, no, yes. What criteria would you use to name your children? Just a swear word. Why would you do that? I actually do have an idea, but it is not here. Also, that last one at the bottom right is impossible. Guaranteed. I've gone into streams with I've gone into streams with my name, and people have made very obvious jokes that I've been hearing since high school.
See, I was once again thinking of the same option as you, but I will take it upon myself to find a pun.
No, be yourself. Be yourself. I'm not going to stop you. Oh my god, we both went for the...
We got all the same answers.
No, we differed on one. We differed on one.
Like.
They do. Well, we got hired for a reason. Okay, so...
Absolutely.
Oh, Jesus, I punched my microphone. I did not mean to do that. How do I choose things? What do I do? Oh.
What we lack in boldness, we make up for in smarts, apparently, and honestly, I can see that.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Now I can pick. I'm lacking in... I think I'm going to need charm to talk to the person I want to talk to. So that's going to be... Library would be creativity. Outdoors would be charm. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes fully crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. I gained 2 fun! Yes, I have more fun now. Later in the halls, you run into Polly and Liam, who seem to be talking about some kind of flyer. The flyer's for an upcoming music for Hollapalooza. So we agree on everything for Friday, right? Yeah, pretty much. And Saturday, we should totally go to Messer Chumps and a mat... I'm just going to skip that.
You don't have to worry about being seiso.
I'm... Fine, I will allow myself to cuss. Sure, these bands are great, and then at 3 a.m. I want to check out that guy in the parking lot who just makes a cacophony for 2 hours. That does sound like a certain festival that is in the same state as I live in. I mean, it's a friggin'
I'd love to get
draft.
the chance to go to a festival someday.
Yeah. They are fun, but they are also a lot of work. I mean, it's a friggin' griffin that rafts. It's the hottest shit right now, Liam. You know, the hottest shit right now isn't the criteria I use to pick the artist I want to see, right? A griffin that raps, Liam. I would admit, a griffin that raps would be pretty amazing. That would be pretty amazing. Yes, what is up, Gore? There should be a better way to decide this other than repeating her choices in a loud, annoying tone. But I love the loud, annoying tone thing. I like her already.
She's fun.
I know, Stoke. Go ahead. Don't be shy. You might have the ultimate trick for how to choose the best schedule for this music festival. Get into as much... Oh, no. I know what that is. That is a hallucinogen. Ooh, don't fight over... Ooh, one's logical, one's fun. Knowing who I want to go for, I have to go for the fun option. Dangerously high amounts of ayahuasca? You sure know how to charm a lady. That sounds problematic. Isn't that like cultural appropriation or something? Probably. Don't worry, Liam. If we acknowledge it as a cultural appropriation, then it's not that bad. It's called lampshading. I do it all the time to avoid guilt. Also, the only thing I pretend to appropriate is a kick-ass, mind-blowing ayahuasca high. I'm not sure you're right, but okay, let's go with it. Actually, I've heard that's pretty hip right now. And by pretty hip right now, you mean the hottest shit right now, huh? Oh, I love a good old... Oh my god. I don't know if I could... Can I have that on Twitch? Probably can.
I'm not quite sure, but I've seen people play this before, so...
Yeah, true. Okay, so I gained 2 fun and 2 creativity. Awesome, that is exactly what I wanted to do.
Hello, it's my turn.
Yes.
Knowing who I want to go for, I should likely go to the library.
Yes.
That day, you spend time on the library PCs managing your start kicker. You deceive lots of people with a sensationalist video and impossible promises. Nice.
That sounds like half of the Kickstarters I have given my money to.
Money. But almost everything goes to cover costs, so you only keep +2 money.
F.
That sounds about right. Later that night, you're out bar hopping with the 2 hippest monsters you know, Liam and Polly. The evening comes to a grinding halt when you're denied admission to Club, thus named for the giant club carried by the bouncer.
Oh no.
Who is currently denying your entry.
Time for bonk, apparently.
Satisfactory. My modus operandi is to be the instigator of exclusivity, not the victim of it. Don't worry, I got this. Hey there, handsome. Interested in some hot ghoul-on-ghoul action? The bouncer snorts.
Oh no.
I can see right through you, Casperina. Move along. Ugh, who does this douchebag think he is, keeping us out of the club like it's his job or something?
Probably because it is.
Both Polly and Liam look at you expectantly. Now is your chance to save the night. You turn a nearby trash can upside down and use it as your podium. You talk of justice. You talk of revolution. You talk of affordable bottle service. Tears fill everyone's eyes, especially Liam's. On your signal, the waiting crowd rushes Club. The Bouncers Club is no match for the will of the people. Nice going. BRB, gonna steal all the nice vodka while the bartender's still on fire. Was that Sergei Totovsky's rallying speech from... I don't think I can pronounce all of this right now.
Perenaya Luskogo Goblina, I believe.
There you go. It was. Who knew that 17th century Russian goblin literature elective would get you street cred? Looks like you're storming your way into Liam's heart.
Oh, look at Liam blushing.
Oh, I like that sprite.
Oh, that is a very good sprite. Let's trade places. Ooh, shall we do a challenge?
Let's.
Player orders decided based on how crappy it would be for your country if you were the president.
Oh, I'd be rather terrible. I don't decide things for myself. My masters decide for me.
My issue is that usually when given a choice, I will pick the one that is the most chaotic. Therefore, making it so, if I'm given a major decision that has quite possibly world-changing options, I will probably pick the worst option. And that is never a good idea.
I just attempt to do the best for everyone. I'm just not very smart when it comes to politics and not very good with decision making, but I do think your chaotic streak wins this one.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go for that as well. Alright, week 1 at noon. So we want to choose which table we're sitting at.
It's like that meme.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
You
arrive at your table to find the coven eating and Polly and Miranda screaming. We're under attack. Alarm, alarm, summon the guards. They're using their bizarre mind powers on me. The cute tall one is my less attractive evil twin. She uses shades just like me, clearly because of the evil twin thing. We're not attacking anyone. We're eating. What do you mean less attractive? Lies. Subterfuge. I can feel them in my brain making me less cool and sexy. Every single lunch hour. You can't allow your friends to be attacked. Quick, save them from this fiendish menace. Joust them in Miranda's honor or drug their food. I want to go for Mermaid Girl, actually, not Ghost. So, joust them in her honor. You slap a colander on your head, a baking sheet on your chest, a jousting lance under your arm. My hero, charge, vanquish the intruders. Well, hey, we don't want any trouble. We'll just move over there. Yeah, I did it. I scared them with my impromptu jousting skills.
Very fitting of our position.
Yes.
Here we go. Well, I'm going for Liam, so...
Yes.
You take your seat between the strongest and smartest men you know. Liam appears to be taking a very intense picture of some bizarre-looking food. Scott is looking about as confused as you are currently. But Liam, food is delicious. It's for eating. That's why they call it lunchtime. Neither of those statements is wrong, but they also aren't quite connected.
No, not at all.
Scott, if I had the capacity to eat, I assure you, I would still ignore the actual content of the food in favour of finding the perfect combination for a flawless mementogram post. Oh, I see. You're going to post a picture to advertise the food to people who can actually eat it. You're so smart. I'll be happy to eat your food for you. I'm afraid your palate is way too unsophisticated to appreciate these rare Japanese delicacies. Ooh, the Japanese? Do you have any Scott snacks? You know what? Fine. I've taken all the pictures I need. Eat whatever you want. Thanks, Liam. Oh, they look all so yummy. I don't know where to start. Quill, any ideas? Maybe your choice of a... Oh, you can get one of these boys to snack on you. In an innuendo way, not literally. Well, we are going for Liam, so...
I also
Oh,
have to say
Quill, I
lychee is
always knew you were a
wonderful.
monster. It really is. Such a good flavour.
It is.
I always knew you were a monster of impeccable taste. That feels so self-satisfying to say. I don't quite often know how I feel bigging myself up in such a manner. Actually, that isn't true. I assume everyone has horrible taste and a useless aesthetic. But in this case, it's pretty clear that this assumption does not apply to your beautiful self. Oh, so charming.
He is very
Did I
charming.
say beautiful? I meant your aesthetic is beautiful. I mean,
Oh,
Butler uniforms are stunning.
right.
Because we have the same aesthetic. This lychee custard picture's already gotten more likes than any other food on this table. And it's absolutely delicious. How could the way it tastes possibly have any relevance to a conversation about food? Liam, you're so smart I don't even understand how that makes any kind of sense. Thank you for being someone with whom I can actually discuss the important nuance of Japanese food pictures. It appears to be you and me against a very ignorant world. Yeah, stupid everyone else for actually eating their food and not taking pictures. Thank goodness you and Liam have each other. XOXO.
I never really got into that trend of taking photos of my food, unless I'm cooking it
No.
myself.
Oh, absolutely. When you cook it yourself, you often have such a feeling of pride that you wish to show it off.
Oh, definitely. Why would those two gentlemen pick you for dinner? That's quite baffling now. Blue Zero, stay innocent. Everybody chooses an object. Say your choice out loud to the rest of the players before clicking. Okay, mine was, before I read that out, I have a can of soda here, so that was the first thing I saw. Oh, great.
The first thing I saw was my phone.
Player orders decided based on how good the selected object would be as your only weapon in a battle royale situation. Start debating now. You probably win.
Yeah, with a phone I can call to get something else, so...
Yes, yeah, I'm giving that one to you.
Thank you.
And that to myself. Yeah. Not only because it's heavier, it's because the soda can's empty and I just need to get it off of my desk, honestly.
Right, I'm going to need some boldness. I'm not a very bold individual, so...
Where would boldness be?
Maybe just outdoors.
Welcome to my little shop. Buy some stuff and have some stuff that will boost your stats. Oh! This can also lead to special events as well, I believe.
Oh.
Yes, Blue Zero. Yes, it was.
The gift that keeps on giving.
That's...
I'm too poor for all these things.
Actually, I think you can afford some of these. I mean, that would get you in the good graces.
I like the Bob Ross image.
It is.
But we know who I'm going for.
Yeah. I honestly do want to eventually do a Bob Ross stream where I try and follow along with my not quite as wonderful painting skills.
That sounds really enjoyable.
Yeah, it does.
I must admit, I'm no artist either, so it does sound like quite a fun idea.
I am okay with objects. The instant anatomy is introduced, my drawing ability fails.
Anatomy is very difficult to get to grips with.
It really is. Okay, now it is my turn. I do need some boldness. Maybe...
I think we both need some boldness.
Yeah, because we basically went for the same options on a lot of them. Library would be smarts or money. Class would definitely be smarts. Outdoors would be fun. Or no, gym would be fun. Bathrooms? That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn. Yes!
Oh, you gained some boldness.
Yes, I actually made the bet correctly. After your eavesdropping on Miranda and Polly, waiting for the perfect moment to mention your influx of online followers when never... Oh my. Ziggy, is that you? Him
It's
again.
quite the design.
It is. Oh my goodness,
Oh,
imagine him as a VTuber.
The thing is, I can.
Oh my goodness.
Very entertaining streams.
Yes. And it's just him, like, boasting about himself.
Mm.
As royalty myself, I must say that even I find him to be, what's the term you use, Paulina? Extra AF.
We've gone 40, but I suppose that works.
Can't ever say that during a banquet. I can't ever say that during a banquet. Friendship between two beautiful maidens shouldn't be soured by one handsome, rich, and humble as I. But worry not, my
Certainly
sweet.
humble.
Totally. My sweet summer salads. I feel gross. I have now the perfect solution to protect your feeble hearts. You shall both marry me. I've dealt with male entitlement before, but this is officially next level. Yes, an interdimensional level, as our collective wedding will be as well. Yeah, not interested. You are hardly the first prince to seek my royal hand in courtship, and I do not see that you're bringing much to the table. Interdimensional table, am I the definition of marriage material? You will never find a better suitor. I have a castle and can defeat anyone at anything. I'll show you. I'll fight. Oh, great. He's going after me.
Oh no.
I can defeat you at any challenge.
luck.
Name your weapon and prepare to lose. Miranda and Polly are watching you closely. Maybe you can skew the prince's challenge to really impress one of them. You know what,
I mean, you've already shown off your jousting skills.
Oh, this is a wit. Okay, yes. It's true, royalty is very clever, I know, because I am royalty. Very well, then, let us proceed with the challenges. The series of trials began. You each post selfies on Montagram. The prince instantly gains 12 followers, while you lose 10. I think I would actually lose 10 followers if I posted a selfie.
I feel that.
Round 1 goes to the home team. It would appear sorry for your unfortunate face. Wow. Didn't have to hit me that harshly, lady. Next up are the classic feats of athleticism. The prince kicks your ass up and down at archery, fencing, and bumper cars. Finally, you engage...
Bumper cars are my favorite sport.
Yeah, right? I love going on ESPN and watching bumper cars. Or even BBC, maybe. UK bumper cars. Finally engage in a stirring round of Monopoly. The prince wins within 6 moves. How? Aha, normally Monopoly might last days, but I, with incredible skills, have managed to win at once because I'm a winner. Now surely I've proved myself worthy of winning groom for both my blushing brides. Dude, the competition was to win at losing. By winning everything, you've actually lost. What? No, it cannot be. And yet it is. Sadly, even though you are of royal blood, it would seem as though you are the biggest loser of all. No, curse you, confusing semantics. The prince lets out a heartbroken sob and disappears in a burst of heartbroken light. You may have made yourself look like a total loser, but at least your friends aren't both marrying that douchey prince. You gain 2 smarts and 1 fun. Awesome. Uh-oh. No, what happened to
Something
me?
happened to you.
What has occurred? That weekend, Liam contacts you for advice. No, you misunderstand. I don't want your advice. I want to hear you express an opinion, just to see if you're capable of forming one. Good luck. Specifically, I'd like to hear your opinion on Quill's cultural literacy. Is he cultured like an artisanal cheese or uncultured like milk? Ooh, okay. You know what? I'm not competing for him. I will help you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
He can. I mean, so can I. I definitely heard the difference between the 2 words you just said. If you excuse me, I have to go find Quinn now. For romantic reasons, not to ask him to explain what you said. Why would you think that? Liam hurries off on his artistic mission. Silly Liam. The difference is that theater is done by actors, whereas theater is done by actors. You gain 3 creativity. I love how I read that and I understand the accent. Everybody chooses a brand. Say your choice out loud to the rest of the players before quick clicking. Clicking.
Why was Subway the first thing that came into my mind?
Why was it the first one that came into mind? I'd have to pick a different one now.
Wait, truly?
Taco Bell. Why not? Player orders decided based on how silly a mascot for the selected brand would be if the selected brand already has a mascot compared to the imaginary mascots of other brands.
See, a large sandwich versus a large taco.
No, I think the Taco Bell mascot used to be that one little chihuahua.
I don't think I've seen it. We don't really have Taco Bell much over here.
True. It was this little chihuahua that would go, "Yo quiero Taco Bell," which means you want Taco Bell. In a very thick Mexican accent.
See, my instant thoughts were, what looks sillier, a giant taco or a giant sandwich?
I like the idea of a giant taco versus giant sandwich battle. So which one would be sillier? I think I'll debate for the taco, saying all the stuff spilling out of it would probably be quite hysterical. As it's trying to, like, battle. Ooh, this is a tough one.
I think the giant taco may win then.
Okay. Then we shall go with that turn order. Apparently so. I did not realize it would be that effortless blue. Okay, what do I need? I probably could use more charm. Where would I get charm at?
Maybe the auditorium.
Probably the auditorium. That day while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves had descended to give you a... not saying that. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is probably rad by high school play standards. That was creativity.
Creativity. I'm sorry.
Oh, well. But it did get me closer to her. Could Miranda possibly be doing this because she wants attention? Only one way to find out. Oh, hello, I didn't see you there as I was standing here suffering gallantly in silence. She did, and she wasn't, but okay. I had the most tragic injustice befall me earlier this morning. I was rejected from our school's water polo team. They claimed I was mistaken about how polo is conducted underwater. Excuse me, but I was raised underwater. How is one supposed to play water polo without a heavily armored seahorse as a mount? How I ask you? Perhaps I offended them when I implied they were too impoverished to afford sea steeds. That is a very different style of polo. If so, why
incredibly different.
Incredibly different. But it may be...
She's very entertaining.
Extremely. I'm very entertained by this character. But it may be too soon for me to show my face. Would you be so kind as to take them the gift of this omelet to begin the healing? I am told the peasants consider eggs to be a delicacy. I mean, eggs are very good.
Us peasants, what do we think?
Apparently so.
As mere peasants, are we a fan of eggs?
I mean, eggs are okay. I would not consider them a delicacy. Obviously, and what would make the gesture even better is the personal touch of... Ooh... She's not a very petty person. There we go. Why yes, of course, chocolate-covered sand crabs, the food of my people. Nothing says fit for a mermaid princess like the breakfast of seafood. I mean, that would be wonderful if I could actually afford that.
I'm pleased that Blue thinks that eggs are rather delightful.
They are in, like, ramen or rice bowls, but honestly, I'm not the kind of person who actually makes breakfast.
Neither am I. I'm always far too busy.
I'm either far too busy or I'm just not hungry. As we say in my kingdom, wake up and smell the slow, and then come have a bite before we head off to the day's executions. I'm sure you have a similar saying here. Totally.
Along similar lines.
This is along some similar lines. Thank you so much for your service, my hero, and Godspeed to you and your seafood-filled omelet. And make sure to take lots of pictures of them eating the eggs so we can all remember how generous I was. Sweet. I mean, less sweet in that you now have to carry eggs filled with dead fish across campus to the Waters Polo Club headquarters. But did you see how happy Miranda looked? Happy as a clam who wasn't baked into the omelet. You gained 2 charm and 1 creativity. I did. Finally, if only it was that easy.
I need to try and get some boldness, ideally. So definitely not the library.
You came at the perfect time for that, Four Eyes. By the way, that is his name. I did not insult someone in my chat.
That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. That sounds exactly like me in sports, not actually playing the sport, but delivering a speech. Clearly a natural-born leader.
I would like to believe that was me, but that's more me from the sidelines after being immediately eliminated from dodgeball and going, you guys can do it.
+2 charm. That's not quite boldness, but...
Charm is wonderful as well.
You see Liam staring at his cell phone, sighing deeply. Maybe one of his favourite bands signed to a mainstream record label, or the exact shirt he's wearing is featured on a magazine cover. You decide to check in with him. You know Startkicker, that vile website where people crowdfund projects are not good enough to get real investors.
No!
Well, this was on Kickstarter. Wow, thanks, Liam. Do you not know why you exist? Well, today I found something of some interest. A time machine. I mean, it's clearly another terrible overpromise that will be released at least a decade after the due date. And in the end, it'll be way shittier than promised, like a toaster attached to a clock. A toaster attached to a clock? Genius. You discreetly write down the idea in your $1 million notebook.
It's already been thought of, believe me.
Let's see if you can beat those guys to market. But I was sighing deeply because I couldn't help but think. Supposing I were to acquire such a machine, I wonder, where in time would I go?
Ooh.
You can be existing before it was cool.
I mean, he is a very hipsterish person, so...
Absolutely. Oh, not so creative.
F.
How can I be ahead of the game if there's no life on the planet to see how ahead of the game I am?
I mean, I guess that...
How can I show what a unique individual if I'm the only individual? How can I be a brooding loner if there's no one else to see me brood? It's like the old adage. If a vampire is trend-setting in a desert but there's no one there to see it, is a trend even set? Oh...
No...
Oh well, it's the first time either of us have lost one, so...
True.
Doing well so far.
What in the Adeptus Mechanicus, a toaster clock hybrid? Yes, and there is also in fact an alarm clock that wakes you up with the smell of bacon as well. Wonderful things you can find if you get bored on the internet at 3 in the morning like I do. Everybody chooses an animal. Say your choice out loud to the rest of the player before clicking. Orca comes to mind immediately.
I thought of a sheep.
Okay, let's hope it's not. Play orders decided based on how hilarious it would be if Sally died. Oh my goodness.
A sheep.
Yeah, I agree. I think the killer whale would be quite gruesome, in fact.
I think the sheep would be rather amusing.
The sheep would be rather amusing to you, not exactly to me, but at the same time, I'm mortified.
Well, again, we are going for Liam, so...
Oh, Blue Zero, don't you concern yourself. I'm just quietly giggling over here to what you're saying in chat.
As you approach your chosen table, you see Liam carefully framing his artfully arranged jelly dessert for a transcendent food pick, when... Food pick. Ride those picks to victory.
I love him.
What does that even mean? When I say food, you say pick. Food.
No.
No. Food.
Stop.
Stop. 2, 4, pick, say, food do we appreciate, food picks, go. This incessant chanting this instant.
That would be quite amusing in the middle of a cafeteria during lunchtime.
Take the best food pick. I do quite like the werewolf. He's very funny.
He's hysterical.
You've been trying to take this food pick for like 20 minutes now. You gotta snap a pic so you can eat your tasty food. I don't eat, Scott. I only order this food so I can take pictures of it, and you're not helping. I know, my cheerleading just isn't good enough. What I need is a cheer partner to take me to the next level. No, what you need is a swift kick in the... But it's too late. Scott's already chosen you as his cheer partner. Now it's up to you what the two of you will do. Got to use art. You lead Scott in a totally artistic, totally silent mime cheer that involves an invisible rope, an invisible dog sled, and an invisible hot dog buffet. You eventually leave Scott trapped inside a tiny box and move with Liam to another table.
Oh my goodness.
Thanks for saving me from that. True food photography, or as I call it, la photographie sorry. My French has been lacking as of late.
I never
Cannot
studied.
Be rushed. Are you sure he's okay over there in that box? Silence. ... He does not look okay.
Okay, no, he's fine.
You're pretty sure he's fine. You let him out at the end of lunch and he licks your face. But more importantly, Liam tags you in his triumphant food pic. Is this for real?
Ooh. The cheer was quite amusing, I have to say.
The cheer was very entertaining. It's
and also, apparently,
usual.
Four Eyes would go for the werewolf. He volunteers as the cheer partner. Alright, Vera's about to lift a glass of scotch to her immaculate painted lips. You can drink whatever at this school, apparently. That was not my high school in the slightest. Stop, don't drink that. Why not? This scotch costs more than most cars. Has your taster tried it yet? What taster? You don't have a taster? What if your drinks are poisoned by someone jealous of your good looks and royal title? Listen, Miri, I only drink 4 things. Scotch, red wine, the tears of my enemies, and straight up poison. You drink poison on purpose? Miranda, my hair is venomous snakes. You think poison actually harms me? Well, you should still have a taster. What if someone puts really spicy hot sauce in your drinks or poison? What do I have to do to get you to drop this? Simple. Hire a taster. Fine. Any volunteers? This might be the big break you've been looking for. You raise your hand when Vera picks you.
Well, you're going for Miranda.
I am. Down it. What are you doing?
That is the chaotic choice, after all.
That is the most chaotic choice as well. Also, I wonder how the heck my classes would go. Off of an entire bottle of scotch. That would probably not go very well.
Yes, I can imagine classes would be rather difficult.
Impossible, even.
When inebriated.
Yeah. Hell, I can't even do my classes tired. How do you feel, Royal Taster? Are you poisoned? Well, you're not poisoned, but you're pretty effing wasted. You give all of the Mirandas you can see 2 big thumbs up. Job well done. Now Vera is sure not to be poisoned. Well, yeah, because there's no scotch left to be poisoned by. Don't listen to her. You did well. Come with me. I have some other beverages you simply must verify for safety. You spend the rest of the night getting wasted on expensive liquor at Miranda's Palace. Courtship never tasted so good. It's lunchtime.
Right. Challenge?
Alright, everybody chooses something cool. Say your choice out loud to the rest of the player before clicking. Um,
Oh, I don't know about cool things.
this might make me seem uncool. Leather jacket?
My Chemical Romance, they're my favourite band.
I will agree with you there. I've been listening to a lot of their discography as of late.
A fantastic choice.
Player orders decided based on how cool it would be if 100 years from now humankind built a 200-foot
Oh,
statue. Oh, you
giant
win.
statue of Gerard Way.
You win.
Absolutely. We need that
It's
statue.
it's them in the
In the Black Parade outfits,
yes,
really.
that's exactly what I was thinking. The Black Parade outfits.
We are still needing boldness.
We very much are.
So that will be going to the bathroom then.
I'm guessing. The day you skip class.
Sorry, I was merely taking a drink.
It's fine. Stay hydrated.
Don't have those hydrate redeems on yet, so
I have to because
I
especially during RPGs I will sometimes forget.
I completely forget too.
So I just have a
While in the bathroom. Sorry.
I have like a bold blue cup of Arizona tea in front of me. That is reminding me to drink.
Oh, I have not had Arizona tea in so long. It's so good.
It is really good.
It's rather difficult to get over here.
Really, it's pretty easy over here because I guess it's easier to obtain. But I usually get the Arnold Palmer flavored, which has lemonade in it, which is splendid. Love it.
So, while in the bathroom, you tell yourself in the mirror that you're so bold, you would kill a tiny, big-eyed turtle with your bare hands. That monstrous act would instantly give you 500 boldness. But come on, just talking to yourself in the mirror, what's the merit in that? You know what? You can keep 2 boldness anyway for saying that to yourself out loud. But Liam isn't paying any attention to any of that. He corners you afterwards to lecture on momentogram filters.
I could care less
What
about
no one seems to
Instagram.
understand about filters is that there are not. Sorry?
I was just quietly saying to myself, I could care less about Instagram.
I barely know how it works, if I'm honest.
I barely go on there. I have like 2 group chats, and that's about it.
There again, in a job like mine, what use is there in taking photos?
Very true. Here's me in a suit again for the 1000th time.
Ah, yes, I've just been cleaning this banister. Doesn't it shine beautifully? Of course, the world would care to see that. What no one seems to understand about filters is that they're not about making pictures better. They're about making pictures browner and harder to see. That's why I use my own proprietary filter for almost all my photos. Infinite Top. It's also probably why I have only 6 Momentogram followers, but we must all make sacrifices for our art.
Wait, I thought he... Oh, wait, that was the Royal. I'm misremembering people.
In any case, I have to go. There's a dead rat in the parking lot I simply must document. As soon as Liam's gone, Miranda peeks out of an air conditioning duct. Goodness! The situation is even more dire than I thought. If Operation Make Liam Popular Again is to succeed, we must get started immediately. What's that? Why, yes, of course you're part of my operation. I unwillingly force people into my service all the time. Well, very willing. I serve everyone, after all, especially royalty. But you are Salivor's choice, so...
I appreciate you for putting that into consideration.
Oh, you want to know why it's called Operation Make Liam Popular Again? Well, he's been alive for like centuries, right? I'm sure he must have been popular at some point. I'll check the history books later. There's no time now. Phase 1 is getting Liam more Momentogram followers. I took the liberty of having my royal spies discover the password to his account, so he can give it a total makeover. But what to do?
Oh no!
Oh yes, solving problems with money is my family's speciality. Unfortunately, Father cancelled my royal credit cards after I had all those land ponies shipped to our underwater car.
Oh, is your audio doing okay?
Is it not working?
Oh, it's
Yes,
up
there we
now.
go.
It's up now.
Sorry. It seemed to just freeze for a second there.
It
But
did,
I'm
and I
sure
got
you have
concerned.
enough money to. You totally don't. You decide to cut costs by hiring goats instead of people. I do know a goat VTuber,
I think I probably have seen one or two.
but goats don't have thumbs or smartphones. So instead of having them follow Liam on a mentagram, you just have them follow him in real life. Where did all these goats come from? Get them away from me! They eat my cashmere phone cozy. This is madness! Exit Liam, pursued by goats. This is a terrible idea. And also, goats are still pretty expensive. You lose -2 creativity and -1 money.
Oh no.
Okay, I'm starting to do rather badly now.
Uh-oh.
It's the last two that haven't gone too well.
Ooh. I want to meet up. Was that the only chance to meet up with Miranda?
You saw Liam on the first one and so did I, so I'm sure she'll be somewhere else.
Very true. Okay. Where would I go for Miranda? Library? I don't know, honestly, at this point. That day you spent some time at the library's PCs, sending malicious spam emails in the hopes of stealing other people's money. It doesn't sound very nice, but who's really the one to blame if they respond to such a blatant scam? You lose 10 karma, which isn't a stat in this game, but who cares, and you gain 2 money. Yes!
Here she is!
Here she is! Oh, woe is me, alas and alack a day. Miranda throwing a hissy fit. Must be Tuesday. So what else are you going to do? Study? Oh, hello, don't mind me. I'm simply enduring the most horrible injustice to happen to anyone ever. You shan't believe such cruelty can happen at our own school, but just today, Miss the Loch Ness Monster told me that I shall be receiving a B+ in her class, the horror. A B+, and all because I seldom attended. Does she not understand the importance of my daily royal manicures? Such a horrid grade will surely cause father to cease paying for my seahorse insurance as such punishment, and then how shall suitors call upon me? Oh, the tragedy. If only someone knew of a way I could, I don't know, perhaps break into Principal Giant Spider's office, access his private computer, and alter my grade? Bold choice. I appreciate it. Ooh. Yes! My ladies in waitings are expert lace makers. I'm sure they shall have no problem dropping everything in order to detain a variety of bugs. Indeed they don't, or are too terrified to object. They create a sticky gooey web. Principal Giant Spider emerges to gorge on dung beetles that still smell of excrement, which is apparently a thing spiders like. You and Miranda sneak into his office and, using the skills you learned in Cyber Terrorism 101, hack into the files in no time. Oh, look at that, I have an A+. I guess I underestimated my own amazingness. I am very surprised by this development. I suppose as long as we're here, I might as well fill this thumb drive with top secret school security footage for no reason. That seems on the level. Definitely don't ask any follow-up questions. Just gain +3 charm and be cool. I'm glad I thought that out. Uh-oh.
Something happened to me.
Yep.
That weekend, you're at the movies when you receive a summons from Miranda. Oh, thank goodness you could come. Technically, Miranda's guards forced you to meet with her, but you'd rather not split hairs. I'm contemplating a decision of extreme gravity. To date Sally, or not to date. As you are famed throughout the school as a wanton Lothario, I thought I had best ask your advice. But please, be sure to frame it in terms that I will understand. Something simple and straightforward. In short, I need to tell you which item of silverware Sally most closely resembles. As butlers, we are knowledgeable in the area of silverware.
But I read the
Bread
second
is my
option.
favorite, of course. But yes, also, Blue, I do enjoy their song When I Was a Youthful Fellow.
When I was a youth.
Youthful. Doesn't quite scan, but an enjoyable song regardless.
It is. Yes, bread is silverware. Yes, it is.
Polishing it proves rather troublesome, but...
Takes some time and some sandpaper. Not like I've done
the trouble that a butler of my caliber is willing to take upon myself.
Of course. I will do it, and I will try and do it to the best of my ability.
Shrimp tongs, only the most elegant of silvered wares. And gilded, gold on top of silver, how decadent. Of course, the diamonds must represent his strength and endurance, whilst the baby teeth represent his inner tenderness and willingness to steal teeth from babies. I could not imagine a more appropriate piece of silverware to be my date.
Oh no!
But I'm told I'm not allowed to take actual silverware to the prom as my date, so your friend will have to suffice. Thank you ever so much. Miranda's goons drag you away, but not before Miranda awards you +3 money for your marvellous advice.
Let's trade places. Okay. I think I like doing these challenges. These are quite fun.
I like them too. Oh no, I've never heard of
I've never either. I would guess it'd be similar. Random on this one, since I can't even think of what a giraffe would sound like.
Yes.
Alright, it seems you are first. I will admit, I'm not the kind of person who, looks up what noises a giraffe makes. Oh my
Neither
god.
am I.
Zero.
I am needing some creativity now. So that will be the auditorium.
Oh my goodness, that
day while
outfit.
rehearsing... Yes, I have done a lot of fencing myself, so... Very fitting. That day while rehearsing for the... You totally forget your lines. It's terrible. But you don't let that get you down. You start improvising all your lines. Oh no, me and improv. Sounds horrendous.
Me and improv would hopefully go well.
Somehow it enhances the pathos of the play in unexpected ways. And that's saying something, since half your improvisation is a rap battle against your own affairs. You gain +2 creativity on both improv and rap, and me. This sounds like a terrible combination.
Yeah. Improv and me,
be
probably a great combination. I used to be very good at it and got a lot of practice with it. Rap and me, not so much.
I can imagine improv going well for you.
Yes.
But we see Liam rolling his eyes at his phone. You ask him what's up before he can roll them right out of his head. I'm having trouble with my status on social network, TM. I expressed a positive opinion about bug manicures, which I obviously meant ironically. And now my so-called friends are responding with blatantly unironic pictures of themselves with centipedes glued to their nails. I know being aloof and misunderstood is my brand, but I want to be misunderstood on my terms, not theirs. What kind of status could I post that would be idiot-proof? Flat out post that everyone currently reading the status is an idiot, or just vague blog. I feel that he'd appreciate this more, but I've been wrong the last few times. Oh, of course.
Oh, right. He likes boldness.
He likes boldness. If there's one thing idiots don't understand, it's their own idiocy. I mean, correct.
Correct.
If I post a status like that, it'll be the one time everyone takes it ironically. They'll all use the mwahaha reaction. and the wings up of approval. Ugh, never mind. Open and honest communication? Online? You're the idiot. You lose -3 smarts. Oh, see, I should just not trust my heart from here on out.
I mean, I'm just trying to think what my character would like, which I think is the same thing you're doing. So sometimes I think they throw in trick options. Although I will say, the amount of times I have looked at Gueston and I nodded my head while thinking I can't tell him or her is way more often than one would hope. I'm going to go to the library to buy something. You missed me in my shit, huh? Worry no more. All the shit can be yours if you have the money, not me, though. Let's see. What would be the thing Miranda would like? I don't know, honestly.
Neither do I.
I mean, these are the same color as her, so maybe she'll think they're funny? Who knows? Another challenge.
Is it
Pasta.
macarons?
Play order is decided based on how powerful an energy drink whose key ingredient is the selected food would be? What?
I mean, macarons are sugar-based, whereas pasta is pure carbs. I think you'd feel a little sleepy after eating a pasta drink.
Too.
After drinking a pasta drink.
I'm just going to give it to you because I think mine is completely useless in an energy drink. All right. Oh no. Okay,
Right.
there's two.
Oh.
There's 2 chairs. We can both go to that table.
Oh, okay. Good.
I believe.
Perfect. I hope so. If not, I'm incredibly sorry.
If not, I'm talking to the shopkeep, maybe.
You find Liam artfully arranging his food while Miranda diligently sorts her silverware. Neither of them is eating, obviously. Have you found it yet? I'm trying, Liam, but finding the perfect silverware for your cafeteria food pick is an art, not a science. How hard can it be? It's just silverware. Oh, trust me, it can be incredibly difficult if you're not trained.
Especially remembering which is the salad fork and which is the regular.
Absolutely. I'm so pleased that you understand my plight.
It's a couple of inches. It shouldn't be that big of a deal, but oh god, is it?
Just silverware. And I suppose the food in your food pick is just food. No, it's a metaphor for urban consumption in a postmodern industrialized mega society. Well, my silverware is a metaphor for silverware. Yes. Is that not enough? It's more than enough. But can we hurry it along? The lighting is perfect right now and I don't want to lose it. You're a bit of a silverware aficionado yourself. Well, that I am. Maybe you could speed up the selection process while simultaneously demonstrating your knowledge. Well, taking pictures is what Liam will care about.
Yes.
The picture fork. Miranda, why didn't you suggest the picture fork? I don't know, it seemed too on the nose, and a fork does not belong on one's nose. But look at this fork.
Tell
it's
the
so
young
vintage.
masters that one.
A pineapple filial. Yes, it was manufactured thusly by the palace quainsmiths. Don't tell me that. It makes it less authentic. Just place it in the correct location for my food pick. Very well. The correct location is across the plate as it left haphazardly while enjoying a delicious meal. So nonchalant. I love it. Liam's so impressed with your selection. He spends hours with you after lunch picking out filters. You miss class, but it's worth it.
All right. Oh no, do I not? Oh no, I don't get to pick
I'm so sorry.
No, you shouldn't apologize. That's the point of the game. Shopkeep lady.
We're just here trying to help each other.
I know, but at the same time, oh my god, I wonder if Miranda will like that one.
I hope she likes boldness.
I hope she does too. All right, everybody chooses a celebrity. Say your choice out loud to the rest of the players before clicking. Robert Downey Jr.
I'll go Benedict Cumberbatch then.
Okay. Player decided based on how likely it is for the selected celebrity is secretly a vigilante superhero.
They both are.
They both are.
They both are.
Doctor Strange or Iron Man. Let's go.
Downey Jr.
You're going Robert Downey Jr.?
Yes, I think you win that one.
Okay. Although I do love Cumberbatch's
shot.
performance as Doctor Strange. I want more
That's
of it.
right.
Okay,
I rarely watch movies. I've seen that one.
Oh my god! It tells you! If you scroll over to the thing, it tells you.
Yes, I noticed that. It's so helpful.
I didn't! I've been blind this entire game. Okay.
I only noticed that on about the second time round.
I need creativity, so that's probably going to be the auditorium. That day while rehearsing for the class play, you do a terrific job of acting. You act so hard, some of your classmates and the audience throw roses at you. 7 to be exact.
7 roses.
Roses aren't a valid currency or stat in this game. Anyway, you check your converter app to see if this can translate to something a bit more useful. Seems 7 roses equals 2 creativity points.
Nice.
Oh, wonderful. Oh my word, what a wonderful, beautiful, exciting day. I hope someone can share my joy. My great aunt, sea monster, and holy terror, McCracken Face, O Cthulhu, has just received an award for her work with shipwrecks. Wonderful. She's now one of their leading causes. I want to send her my congratulations, but no one from the Postal Service will go near her lair for fear of their lives. If only some brave hero would... You call me brave. I detest that. I protest that is actually the better verbiage. Why is a letter of congratulations so time sensitive, you ask? Well, it's because of, well, you see that these are very special congratulations with instructions to do something congratulatory for herself, you know. Just get her the letter. There's something fishy about this request, but you've never let that stop you before. You come up with a foolproof plan. Hire Scuba, the underwater taxi service, to deliver the letter for you. Dynamite the toilet, dive into the sewer, and swim there yourself. Ooh, this is a hard one. She wouldn't find it very bold of me to send someone else to go do it. Yes, that was the right option, even though it disgusts me to do that. You grab the sticks of dynamite you won from Damien in a game of multiplayer solitaire. How would that even work? Never mind. And head to the bathroom. From an environmentalist standpoint, it's probably not great that the school sewer system leads directly to the heart of the ocean, but it's great for your purposes. You swim all the way to the lair of the great sea monster, unholy terror, McCracken Face, O Cthulhu, who you must admit looks fantastic for a beast of a certain number of centuries. You give her the letter and crawl back up the toilet before you can find out what she meant by stay for dinner. A few days later, you see the fruits de mer of your labor. Thank you so much for getting my letter to Aunt Sea Monster. She said she would act on it immediately. Act on the congratulations that I sent by thanking me, which she did. So it's all over and neatly wrapped up now. Nothing further happening here. Yep, it seems entirely legit. Glad you swam down the toilet for whatever totally above the board operation is going on here. You gain 2 charm and 1 boldness. That was actually a tough one.
I am needing smarts because I'm starting to lack in them.
Maybe it's because we have not attended class this entire session.
So, it's time to go. That day you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes, after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. You gain +2 smarts. You look over your shoulder to realise Liam has been staring at you for probably the last 45 minutes. He's so silent. Hey, I was just wondering if you would like to, perhaps, sit next to me in a large darkened room while silently passing judgment on a popular film. Afterwards, we could adjourn, possibly to an eating establishment, where I can watch and take artistic photos so you consume calories. Well, of course you would. You'd absolutely love to. Oh boy, are you two going on a date? What? No. What are you even doing here? Eavesdropping? But what do you mean it isn't a date? Aren't you asking Quill out to dinner and a movie? I am not asking out anyone, and it is not a date. Dating is a cheesy, cliched artifact of heteronormative monoculture. Sorry, I am tripping over my words.
Well, to be fair,
today.
his words are very complicated.
I should be used to this.
I should be too. I'm still not. Sometimes guests will pull out words and I have to just shake my head and go like, yes, I totally know what you meant.
Absolutely. Well, if it's not a date, then what is it? Damn, Coach. If you can't convince Liam that this isn't a date, he may not go out with you at all. You think fast and tell them...
Oh.
I thought that was rather creative.
I did too.
Duck costumes. Duck costumes. It's quite a commitment. You know what they say? The most intimate thing two monsters can do is dress up as ducks together. For once, Coach, we're on the same page. Wait, they are? I'm sorry, friend, but I'm just not ready to take our relationship to the mutual duck suit level. I wanted to critique some pop culture, take some food pics, and engage in something that we'll not say on a seiso. I wasn't even comfortable calling it a date, much less a duck suit outing. Liam vanishes in a cloud of commitment. Coach tries to comfort you, but it's no use. You'll never get back your deposit on those matching tuxedos. You lose -2 money and -1 charm.
I'm just imagining now the jokes that Twitter would make about the matching duck suits.
The tuxedos, if you will.
The tuxedos, if I will. I'm asking Miranda. Yes.
Please. I've not been doing too well.
Drum roll.
You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the monster prom with you. You and me? Psh! I'm not attracted to you in that way. Actually, I think the only way I'm attracted to you is through the tiny gravitational force that your body has as a solid mass. That's something, right? Clearly, this was too much for you. You abandoned high school and spent the rest of your life designing robots. Yes. Unfortunately, as soon as your robot lover got true AI, it rejected you.
Alright, let's see how I went. Yes!
Oh!
Well
done.
I did.
I knew it was going to go badly for me.
Well, we do have time for another game if you feel down for that. You can have a second chance at love.
I will try for Liam again.
Okay. I might try for the ghost lady this time. And we totally stole the addresses of the whole team from Principal. Oh my god! That's what I was doing. It has been so sweet of you, my charming knight in shining armor. Damn, you feel a bit bad, both for being an accomplice to multiple manslaughter and for feeling weirdly aroused by Miranda's ruthlessness. Oh my word. But love is blind, so a date it is. You have a delightful evening, and in the end, isn't that what counts, isn't it? By the end of it, Miranda even invites you to her house to show you the corpses of the water polo team, which she has stolen from their funerals. Oh no. I'm clicking as fast as I can because I don't trust Twitch. We have 1 out of 34 endings. Alright.
I did not do very well there.
No. But you did try, and honestly, some of those wrong answers confused me as well.
I'm tempted to go for Vera instead, but those 3 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the monster prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Miranda got a job being princess of her kingdom, which was actually kind of her job already. Well, you don't see her complaining about it. Liam kept doing art so hard that he eventually evaporated and became the concept of coolness itself.
I got Liam started an iconoclastic band that broke all conventions. Their latest album...
Oh, did you?
Yes, their latest album has been a hit. It had no songs at all. The album is actually just a banana set on fire. And be sure, Liam doesn't care if you don't get it. Are they different? Because the first one was the same.
The first one was the same, but I've got, as he left the physical plane, the last thing Liam did was give everyone a condescending look. Oh, I've got one about Vera.
I have Polly. Polly's drug cooking skills proved useful and she became a chemist for the pharmaceutical industry, but in her free time she still cooks the real shit. Her greatest invention so far are watermelon-flavored ecstasy and a thing called Ellis Dope.
Well, Vera built the Oberlin Empire into endless greatness. They own a shameless number of companies. It's known that they're also into lots of sketchy businesses, but no one does anything about it. I mean, who the hell would try and stop Vera Oberlin?
Very good point. For those 3 weeks, the monster prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone, just like that.
Just like that.
The battle for monster prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. All right.
That was a really fun game.
Honestly, this is really fun. I really do enjoy this.
I liked it.
Yes. Aw, that's a cute photo of us at a little arcade. A Banana in Flames, is that a new piece? Banana Telephone? No, I think it is actually a famous punk album cover that they were referencing. Alright, I do love acknowledging the people who have made the games we love, but can we get to the portion of this where we can play again? Also, I don't seem to be getting any audio from the game, which is quite concerning.
Are you not?
No.
Oh.
Hold on, let me quickly see if I can fix that, so that at least my stream can hear it. Yes. Alright, I'm going to stay here and just chatting and see if I can create a second game here. I will send you the code on our DMs. Okay, this is hysterical, and I wish I could share the joke, but I cannot. You'll see it when I type it in. It is... Yes, we can share it after we start the game. Alright, and we are back to it. So the code for the game was 404. Oh, I already picked full game, sorry. It's fine, you sure? Oh, wonderful. Let us skip this intro then. Was 404. Absolutely perfect. Yeah, I'm sticking with the he pronoun. Alright. Game 2.
I can do this.
I turned down the tune, so hopefully they are much better, Blue Zero. Alright, yes, saw that.
Huzzah!
Yep. So let's see if the quiz is the same the second time. Hopefully not. Okay. A radioactive possum just bit you. What superpower do you get? Choosing the right combination of emojis. Incredible power of writing fan fiction so compelling that the actual creators of the TV show decided to go with it. Probably rabies. I'd go to the hospital. I'd have to pick that one. Damn it! You wish you were raised by a pack of odd wolves who also happen to be tech moguls who own some of the most profitable companies of Silicon Valley, and they would be kick-ass role models and wild wolves sick. Knowing what I know of the Silicon Valley, that sounds like a nightmare. A real progressive marriage between a kick-ass venomous snake and actual fire. I love fire, I see no issue with being raised by it. A mysterious old man who saved me from the streets in order to raise me as a disciple in the ancient ways of rad DJing. That one does sound fun, but second one. That just sounds like absolute chaos, and I want to be a part of that. If you were an ice cream, what flavor would you be? Success, meat, tequila, and Coke? I know which one I should go for, knowing who I'm going for. Yeah. I think I'm going for the ghost lady.
Sure.
Okay. Last place I met her was here. I do skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. Want to see the world burn. By skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms, you give 0 shits but gain 2 boldness. Suddenly a chill runs through you as the very fabric of reality is in danger. Scanning your surroundings, you quickly discover the reason for the feeling. Polly and Damien are together and they're bored. Damien! What? I must have fallen asleep for a second because nothing is on fire.
Oh.
I know, right? Nothing crazy has happened in the last 47 minutes and I'm dead. I mean, I am literally actually dead, but I'm dead because of how bored I am. What if we just... Oh, fuck, I'm so bored. I can't even think of something to do to not be bored. No! Help us! Someone please cause a sexy problem. Send in the party goblins. Oh, damn it! You blow the party goblin whistle you got from a cereal box, and lavishly dressed goblins pour in from every door and window. They mill around in their sharp suits and long dresses, sipping martinis and making it's not those kind of party goblins.
Ugh,
It's the banquet ones.
lame.
Dude, lame. These aren't party goblins. These are cocktail party goblins. Yeah, these are our kind of party goblins.
What a noob.
Oh, is it orderly that we can't listen to your companion right now? That might be an issue. Let's go back to not... Quill, can you talk real quick, just so I can check?
Hello?
Okay, we can hear you now.
I apologize.
It is fine, it is fine. How could you make a mistake like this? Now we'll be stuck here for hours until we find an excuse to leave early. Before you can respond, the goblin corners you and spends 2 hours I mean, it's something. Explaining the fire points of bridge maintenance. I think you can empathize with this issue. Do you ever have a guest talk about something that has, like, caused you to be bored out of your ever-loving mind?
I don't like to say it, but absolutely.
We're in a safe space. They can't find us here. They don't know what Twitch is.
True. But very lucky it is my safe space, somewhere where I can finally just unwind.
It is. Like, I have this one guest who comes, and he just constantly wants to talk about the stock market, and it makes me want to sleep.
I'm so sorry.
I could care less.
Well, we're going for smarts because that day you listened to your elders and learned valuable lessons. Sometimes, after all the months, we've seen this.
Yes. Quill is quite silent in comparison to my loudness. No apologies needed. It is your voice. I turned you up. Do not worry.
I am rather soft-spoken, I've heard.
It is a very good trait for a butler.
Thank you ever so much. Scott looks confused and Liam looks bored, which means they're probably having an argument. Look, not that I care, but aspiring to be a professional sports star is both impractical and passé. Wait, you don't care? But you walked all the way over here just to tell me that. Plus, don't you want to be like a professional magnetic ibuprofen? Mimetic influencer, try to keep up. But how does one of those guys even earn money?
Penguina, hello.
Mimetic influence don't earn money, Scott. We earn cultural capital.
I'm doing wonderful. How are you?
Okay.
Sorry, I'm trying to say hello to chat as well.
Hello. I'm very pleased that you like my voice. How much cultural capital does a sandwich cost? I can see that I'm not getting through to you. Hey, you. Could you explain to this cretin why my career path is objectively the best? Yeah, and also, could you explain what a cretin is?
Both are fair points.
Whoa, artists do that? I always thought uniforms were designed by the same person who designed my studly pecs. God. Liam, are you God? Well, Scott.
Yeah.
So am I. So essentially, yes. I don't wish to make such bold claims.
I mean, fair, although I have made that joke on 1 or 2 occasions when guests are not around. But that is my personality and not yours, and I respect your choices.
So cool. You wonder how long it'll take for Scott to figure out Liam isn't actually God. In the meantime, you gain +2 creativity and +1 smarts.
Alright.
Let's trade places.
Challenge.
I'm enjoying the challenges.
Honestly, the challenges are very interesting. They get my brain going. Choose something bad. Flat tire.
Using the wrong polish.
That could be disastrous at times. Player art is dedicated based on how interesting it would be if the selected thing was a key component of a supervillain's plan in a movie. Mine would be quite boring, and I'm kind of confused as to how wrong polish would... Oh.
I mean, you could spray the polish and use that as a weapon.
No, what if it's the not safe for food polish?
Oh. That could be a good weapon.
That could be. I don't know how a flat tire would really influence anyone's evil plan unless it's a comedy film, so I'm going to go with Quill on that one.
Mine could be rather evil.
Yours could. If it's like a furniture polish, which is like toxic for consumption. All right, you get the
consequence-
first pick.
So you are going for the ghost, so I shall be going over here.
Yep, and
Just sat down to eat with Damien and... Well, to eat with Damien. Liam's just taking pictures of his food. When a leather-clad figure drops from the air vent onto your table, it's the imposter.
it vented.
Lunchtime's over, dirtbags. Time to die.
I don't know
this
why in
happens
your
all
voice
the
that is so hysterical, but it is.
I'm just not intimidating in the
I
slightest.
know, I'm not either. I'm just a golden retriever boy, and everyone likes to remind me of that fact.
Are all butlers just puppies? Is that the
I
truth?
guess so. I guess that's the reality of it.
Your death-based rhetoric is offensive. Don't spoil my food pick. Oh, I'll spoil more than your food pick, Count Stancula. I'm about to spoil your face. Just his, though, right? Both your faces.
F.
Say so. Slayer's right between the three of you. You can't save Liam and Damien, but if you act
Thank you,
fast,
Penguina.
you might just be able to save one. And you are a golden boy.
I am.
Aw. There we go.
Oh no, just going Our Father who art in heaven and just watching him lose it.
He just can't resist criticizing it.
That's a bit of a statement. A statement I would be more
Just-
confident to make, but I probably would not.
I must admit, rather amusing though.
Rather amusing, I will agree.
I mean, you can get gluten-free options.
True. This is our second playthrough of the game ever, both of us. We have just
I
played
have-
this today.
You only acquired it today.
I kickstarted it, and I just haven't played it.
I've been meaning to play it. It looks very entertaining. Well, it is very
It
entertaining.
is very
but
entertaining. I'm having a good time with this.
Thank you ever so much for inspiring me to get round to it.
No problem. I'm glad to have you here playing it with me.
It's been very enjoyable so far.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, it's one. This is the first one.
Yeah, this is the first game. I think the second one is called Monster Camp and is set in like a summer
Yes.
camp.
While Damien continues to rave, Liam snaps a few more artful pics of his lunch and then carries it to another table. Are you done? Almost. I have a whole bit about the multiple. Okay. We're staying seiso. We're staying seiso.
We
Close enough. Eat holy water. You can't eat a liquid. It's ah. Damien has a hard time forming any more iconoclastic opinions with his flesh on fire. He flees the cafeteria, and you retreat to sit at Liam's table. Now that he's done taking pictures of his food, he even lets you have some. This has been a real bonding experience.
All
I'm
right.
honoured.
That was quite Oh, I'm tempted, but no, we're going
Oh,
for to go for the perfect VTuber. But no, I'm going for her. Oh, I guess both
the
of us were
next
right. Okay. Scott and Polly are sitting together, laughing their metaphorical asses off. Do Damien. Grr, I'm Damien. Look at my stupid red face. I use violence to cover up the fact that I've been brought up to revere a toxic version of masculinity, which has alienated me from my own true emotions. It's hard to do an impression of someone else doing an impression of someone else.
Yeah. Your voice acting's very good.
Thank you. You sound exactly like him. Okay, you do Vera. I'm Vera. I'm very smart and my hair is pretty, and all my friends look up to me because I'm a strong, independent woman. Scott, I'm not sure you understand how impressions work. I'm not Scott, I'm Vera. You can tell because how I said my name just now.
I enjoy his himbo energy.
We do.
He's very good. I really like him.
Okay, what about you, Sally? Got any good impressions? Just one, but it's a real doozy. Ooh. I think I have to make fun of the hippo. Yes, I do, dang it. I know you're doing an impression of me because you said my name, but... Oh my god, that sounds exactly like him. It does? Yeah, remember that time we took that impressions class together and we had to introduce ourselves? Oh yeah, I guess I did say woof woof, it's me, Scott, a dog boy who is bad at impressions. But I didn't yell like that. Oh my god, Monster Tea Room would be very captivating.
I would love to play a tea room sort of one.
That tea game in the new Fire Emblem game, honestly, was quite enjoyable,
Yes.
so I can see something like that come to here.
Oh, did you play Three Houses as well?
Yes, I am almost 100% of the game. I'm at 3 out of 4 endings.
I only completely finished one route myself, but I'm most of the way through another.
I'm the kind of person who hyper fixates on games, so when I really, really love a game, I will only play that game. The problem is, I will still get other games.
I do that too, but my favourite character is only available in one route, unfortunately.
I mean, I still think my favorite character is from my first route, which was Bernadetta. I quite love the lovable shut-in. Oh,
Hubert was absolutely my favourite.
Hubert was amazing as well.
I just always go for the devoted servant type character, and plus, he's a goth as well, so...
I mean, both work beautifully in that regard.
Absolutely, just what I strive to be, just hopefully a little less terrifying.
I mean, I do happen to listen to a bunch of, like, emo anthems as I go along my day, but...
Absolutely, heart to my own heart.
But nobody in the mansion really recognizes unless they get close enough to my earbud to hear it.
I feel this. I just have to be incredibly careful not to sing along if anyone else happens to be home. I can't disturb the residents.
That too. I think if I were to start singing about jumping off of Jersey bridges, I think some people would be very upset with me. I'm sorry, are you the real Scott? It is. There's two absolutely identical werewolves in front of me and I can't tell the difference. Polly insists on a smooching contest to determine who the real Scott is. You end up winning in more ways than one. That was not my high school. Guaranteed that was not my high school.
No, neither was mine.
Satine, welcome, welcome. There are many lovely folks in Three Houses. I love a lot of the characters there.
As do I.
Oh no, one of us...
Oh no.
I will pick an old occupation.
No. One of us could be a butler, one of us could be a valet.
Very good point. I'll pick valet.
Thank
Player
you so
order
much.
is decided based on how likely it would be for Quill to get the...
Oh. We'd both be equally as likely. That is our job.
It really is.
Absolutely beautiful moment.
Oh. I love how I just saw that. I'm just like, click, click. Nobody would trust me.
Thank you for your kindness.
No problem. Nobody would trust me with their vehicle, let's be honest.
Where shall we go today?
I'm glad to hear that, Pinguina. I'm really glad to hear that. Pinguina has apparently not kissed a ghost either. Oh.
Let's get some charm. Oh, wait, I can't.
Yeah, because the shop.
It's the shop today. I could have bought something for Charm, but...
Could have. I need to be more fun, I'm guessing. So that's going to be this one. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave. We've already gone through this. +2 fun. You're just getting ready to leave when you get a text from Polly. Hey, baby, let's party. How can you refuse such a formal missive? You track her down immediately. Hey, you got my text.
Formal, I bet.
Yeah. Very formal. Somehow I know how to read it. Hey, you. Oh, wait. Hey, you got my text. That's good, because I need some help brainstorming. The difference between a butler and a valet. A valet takes people to where they need to go. A butler basically maintains the mansion in some form.
See, I thought it was more a butler is more of a house manager, takes care of the wine cellar, scheduling, and managing all the other staff, whereas a valet tends to attend to one master a little more, attending their wardrobe, clothes, and everything like that. That's what I believed, but...
It might also be difference
different
of household.
Mm.
Because I think different households have different roles for butlers versus valets, because I know there was a little confusion about me saying I was... head librarian and still a butler. But it's slight differences of the household.
It may be different across the world, too.
True. Very true.
Most of my training was based more on Victorian sensibilities, so...
And mine was based on a bit more of a modern sensibility. Hey, you got my text. That's good, because I need some help brainstorming. I'm going to a party tonight, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be lame. That needs to change. See, it's a costume party. You know, where everyone dresses up as their favorite humans. I'm going as sexy tax attorney.
My favorite character in Ace Attorney.
Oh, the best character in Ace Attorney. I haven't played that game.
Have you not?
I have not. I do need to play it. I want to, but I think I'd do it as an entire, series on the channel of going through all of them.
If you're a fan of visual novels and mysteries, I highly recommend it. It's rather enjoyable.
I am a fan of both. I'm planning on doing it eventually. It's just a question of when.
I shall definitely have to be there to watch that.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, Penguina, that might be the case, actually. It's basically the same. The only difference is, how they're portrayed in movies. I think it also just depends household to household, as we said. But I'm not sure...
As we've seen in anime, Gilbert Nightray is a valet who essentially does all the same jobs as Sebastian Michaelis, so...
True. Very true. But I'm not sure even the sexiest tax attorney can rescue this party from the depths of lamitude. So, got any ideas to help spice things up? Oh, you've got some ideas, and they're the spiciest. Spike the punch with Mandrake Root. It turns monsters into actual humans. Okay, you go as a sexy tax attorney. I'll go as a sexy tax evader. Something tells me... tax evader? Yes!
I like that answer.
Later that night, halt, tax evader. That's what a tax attorney looks like to you? I've not met with many in my life, but I don't think they'd wear that kind of outfit. Polly cracks her standard issue tax attorney whip, knocking over a stack of solo cups and upturning the punch bowl.
So, the Franziska von Karma kind of lawyer, I see.
Yes, very... the only way I know about that is I know someone who cosplays as her.
As do I, actually, funnily enough.
That's quite amusing, honestly.
I'd rather do Miles Edgeworth myself.
Miles does have a wonderful outfit.
I love the cravat, but... Alas, we're getting off topic
We
again.
are, we very much are. Polly craps her standard issue tax attorney whip, knocking over a stack of solo cups and upturning the punch bowl. You stand accused of violating Article 69 of the Tax Penal Code. You might hear a hound, as my dog is barking at whatever comes by my house at the moment. The fine is one...
Your dog is very...
Oh, thank you very much. Yes, I do post photos of my dogs on occasion. They are very lovely. but they are also small of brain at times. The fine is
I would
1,000.
rather like to have some cats myself, but we're not allowed them in the servants' quarters, which is a shame.
We aren't allowed cats in the servants' quarters, which is a shame for me. Payable and spanking. You're more than happy to do the time for your delinquency. The rest of the partygoers get into the spirit, and soon they're confessing to unpaid taxes. I think this is a joke saying that I'm streaming now. Paying for your crimes never felt so good. You gain +2 fun and +1 charm. Awesome. Something happened to Quill.
Hello. You're engaged in your favourite weekend activity, ignoring everything in favour of thinking about which classmate you'd like to take to prom, and how you are.
No.
When apparently reading on your face.
God.
Hey, Quill.
Oh no.
Someone.
I
This is terrible,
apologize.
though,
I
thinking
did
about
not
how you-
expect the game to go into this form of degeneracy.
Apologies, I'm trying not to be too much of a degenerate.
I'm well aware. You're doing a good job so far.
Thank you ever so much. Wow, does she have your number or what? Listen, I'm kind of interested in someone, but honestly, I don't think I could be with any monster who isn't spectacular.
Oh no.
In that
I regret
area.
some choices. I
am trying so hard
I
to
can
say
tell. I can tell. I'm regretting making you go into this situation now. I apologize.
Please don't regret it. Please. This is just testing my strength as a butler.
This is really testing your strength.
I shall remain professional.
We can maybe change the verbiage. Hugs. I know hugs aren't everything, but
Out of everything to me. Not really, but it's pretty high on my list of priorities. Sorry if this is TMI. Titillating monster interaction. But it's someone you know, so I thought you might have some insight. It's Sally.
I just love hugs.
We enjoy many varieties, do we not?
I feel terrible.
Yes. Most enjoyable.
Apparently so for us. Oh, Jesus. Oh my fucking God.
Second one is me.
There's no way to recontext this into hugs, damn it.
You know what? I've got your back.
Thank you. I'm the hug champion. I want to go home. Oh no, I'm already here.
I'm sat in my basement as usual.
I luckily got to move out of the basement, but yeah, Quill is playing Minesweeper, but the mines are degeneracies. Can we get that word off our screen, please?
I kept it there for uncomfortable amount of time. OMG, you're totally right. I never even noticed that before. I would assume that's because I'm high and it's super legit on that level. You seem to know your letters. Sure makes sense once I sober up.
Ah!
Like the inventor.
I hope
I
to
am a fan
God
of
that
good
doesn't become the thumbnail. Out of all the shots from this, I really hope Sally is the inventor of that does not become the thumbnail.
Yes. Well, I gained a little fun. I think we all gained a little fun today, did we not?
Oh, we did. I think I gained an extra blood vessel that burst at one point. Choose a movie! Yeah, let's choose a...
What movies have I even seen?
Recently. Oh no, why, brain? Don't say cats, no.
Black Butler, Book of the Atlantic.
That works.
There we go.
I'm going with
Being-
Cats 2019. The best comedy of the year. Player orders decided based on how weird the fandom of the selected movie would be. Okay, now that's a bit of a debate.
I would say that the Black Butler fandom have actually calmed down as of late, whereas I have been lucky enough to attend 1 or 2 conventions in our country, assisting others, helping with their costumes. They can be rather difficult, so I have had to assist others and attend. And at 1 or 2 UK conventions, there are always larger groups of Cats cosplayers that always sit in the middle of the walkway every time. And always acting like cats, and it's rather wonderful. They're all
If you've never been to
students.
cons, being anywhere in the middle of the walkway and standing is rather taboo.
So the thing is, there's basically 2 large halls and a gigantic hallway corridor in between the 2, and they're always sat in front of the Starbucks in a cluster in the middle, acting like cats, and it's rather wonderful, all completely in character. It's such an experience, and you know what, I always really enjoy seeing that group. But I think the Cats fandom must be the most dedicated that I've ever seen.
Would have to agree, because especially if you are a fan of the new film, you have to be pretty dedicated, because that was the greatest comedy I've seen, and I don't think it was meant to be.
The CGI is rather horrifying.
It is. My friend blacked out because he couldn't
My
handle the
apologies for the
information
rather
coming to
long-
him.
Long explanation there.
No, I completely was enthralled by that. That was just...
UK conventions are interesting, to say the least.
US conventions have their own fun. Believe
They
me.
look incredible, but
I mean, if you go to the bigger ones, yeah. The lines are just stupid, especially for like Anime LA or AX, yeah. I go to some of the medium-sized ones, and they are they interest really interesting folks. I'm gonna go here.
More fun.
Everything is fine until Juan, the small magical Latino cat, asks, "What do you think you're doing? Damn, you didn't remember you suck at dancing." But you decide to go all in and pretend it's a new dance move, apparently called the Groovy Musuka. Juan looks at you and he asks you to teach him the Groovy Musuka. I mean the most recent version of that movie and not the really, really good version of that movie. Blue. I've seen it twice because the first time I had to subject my other friend group to it because the first time I was dying laughing. In no time, half the party is following your steps, enjoying the groovy Masuka all together. It's a party to remember. You gain +2 fun and a cool story to tell your grandkids someday. Suddenly you see Polly code V ectoplasm all over her cell phone. You rush to help her. Ugh. I just got my 97th hey as an opening line on dating app. I just had to puke out of pure boredom. Hey, hey. What am I supposed to do with hey? You know what? She does make a fair point.
Very. There again, I'm not much better at conversing myself.
I'm not either. But I do try
Although
to get
I'm
more creative
better
than
than that.
hey. Yeah, better than that. Whatever happened to reaching out to someone with a... we're not going to say those words.
We have class there.
With a kind hello. Let's go with that. People are just copy-pasting hey and sending it to every monster that looks halfway interesting. What about you? Are you a hey person too? I hope not. If you read the dating app...
I think we're both stay mutuals for a month until eventually saying, hey, I wouldn't mind collabing at some point. I think that's what we are.
Pretty much. I remember we started talking with each other when we were both just starting out, we need to collab. Yes, we need to collab. And then we just basically stayed silent. And then I was just like, Monster Prom? And you're like, yes. profile of a fun-loving spectral delight such as myself, what would you say to me? I mean, I think this
I think
is
she'll enjoy the last
something I would do as kind of a stupid little pun joke, but I think she would enjoy this last one. My elderly sister had a VHS of that Kittens musical. It was quite delightful. Not that I trust this movie. And Forrest says, I don't blame them for blacking out. It was a weird part in the movie. Yes, I think you were there too, weren't you? For that viewing? Hell yeah, drugs. That's a great opening
I
line.
wholeheartedly apologise that you had to view that monstrosity of a movie.
I treated it as a comedy and it was quite enjoyable, but the problem is I'm the kind of person who intentionally seeks out horrendous films because I find them... I die laughing during them. If I can tell you one day about the wonders of the movie called Samurai Cop, it would probably be a wonderful adventure.
Please enlighten me. I would care to know. As
Basically,
somebody who has barely seen most movies that most people say you have to see, I very much care to know.
basically imagine a buddy cop film, except none of the actors have charisma and they make subtle references to Japan that make no sense and are absolutely comedic.
It sounds like an experience, to say the
It
least.
was. Yes, we do need to watch Kung Fury as well. Oh my god, that... Or that new Nicolas Cage movie where he's trapped inside of an FNA, a Five Nights at Freddy's style pizzeria.
Oh, I have seen the trailer for that one.
I have too, and it interests me so much. I want to watch that so badly. You wake up an indiscriminate amount of time later feeling like crap, but happy about it, so like unicorn crap where it's a rainbow or something. When you run into Polly later, she's grinning like a lunatic, and it's clear something went down. Maybe, hey there, cutie patootie. I had one of the best times the other night. We should really do this all again sometime, and I mean all of it. Even the,
Yes.
And then we
Good.
press the skip. You left a couple of things at my place. I put them outside your locker. With that, Polly disappears, leaving you to wonder exactly what transpired between you and what article of clothing you left behind. When you open the box marked Sally, all you see is a pair of handcuffs and the last surviving Bresky pigeon.
Quite the night, then.
Quite the night. Neither of these things are yours, but you would hate for Polly to think you're lame. Apparently, when she said zoo animal stuff, she meant stealing a bird. Thank God. That's what she meant. So it seems like maybe you guys didn't so much have, but she clearly wants to spend more time with you, so hell yeah. You go home with a
When?
huge grin and a new pair of handcuffs and the last surviving... what was the last surviving Bresky pigeon? You should be more careful with your belongings. Oh no! Irrelevant. I gained 2 charm and 1 fun. Alright, let me see what my chat is saying. Nick
Talking
Cage
about
would
Nicolas
say
Cage.
yes on... It looks quite interesting.
To the gym for me. A place that is most alien to me.
Very much so. I was the kind of person who had the long list of things the gym teacher was not allowed to let me do.
Well, I do have quite a few illnesses, so I often got to sit on the sidelines and read.
Same. Soccer was something I never played in school. Or I guess football would be the term you're more
I
familiar
suppose
with.
enough of a workout was how heavy my books tended to be.
Oh, those textbooks killed my back.
I just meant my ones that I read of choice.
If you looked at the bookcase that is to my left here, you would be, I couldn't bring these all if I wanted to.
Ooh. I'd be rather inclined to see at some point. I suppose our workouts truly are in the library.
I guess so. Well, that as well, because it's my main job.
Oh, true. Lifting stacks of books can be incredibly heavy.
It can be. Also, that ladder is rickety at the best times. I still need to get to fixing it.
I hope you can soon. That sounds rather dangerous.
It is. I can't even make an excuse. It is rather dangerous. I do need to... Maybe tomorrow's task.
Scott strolls by, happily munching on something. Liam gapes at him, appalled. What on earth are you eating, Scott? Delicious new flavour of Fangel's potato chips. Maximum ultimate double barbecue massacre. Really? Because it looks like a raw severed goat head inside a cardboard tube.
Ramsey?
Oh, yeah, guess it does. Could have sworn it was potato chips. Still tasty, though. Tasty. Tasty! Does wanton environmental destruction sound tasty to you? I don't know. Is that kind of jerky? No, Scott! Don't you realise that in order to harvest these goat heads, Fangles and Co. decapitate millions of innocent goats every year? But what do they do with the bodies of the goats? Nothing! It's a horrendously wasteful practice. Oh no! All those poor headless goat bodies, running around and bumping into things. We have to stop them! Really? I was just trying to make you feel guilty. I didn't actually have a plan of action. But if someone were to suggest one...
I'm sorry, I got distracted by something.
Oh,
No,
okay?
we're good now. We're good now.
My apologies. Let's...
I got it right the second time, Penguina. I'm sorry. I was quickly trying to type it out on my phone to let Quill speak.
Oh, my apologies. If you wish to speak, I can stop.
No. I did not wish to interrupt you.
How can a blog post cause any kind of meaningful... Quiet, Scott! I've been training my entire life for this. Liam whips out a tablet with "This machine kills fascists" written on it and gets to work. The blog post he writes is so... incendiary. The Metropolis Fire Department has to send digital firefighters to put out all the flame emojis. Fangles is forced to recall their maximum ultimate double barbecue massacre flavour just to prevent the internet from burning down. Scott bids a tearful goodbye to his cardboard tube, full of goat head, but you agree it's for the best. You gain 2 smarts and 1 creativity.
My question is, how big is that tube?
Rather large. There again,
it would have to be rather large.
Scott's also quite broad himself.
Yeah.
I can imagine he's quite tall. So quite big.
It would be.
There again, this is a world of monsters. Maybe goats. Just a tiny.
Maybe. Thank you for the assurance, Penguina. Sorry about butchering your name.
Penguina, my apologies.
All right, it is time for a challenge.
Challenge. Oh, we've got to do something else that's cool. Iced tea.
Icebergs. I mean, I think iced tea would actually be more important because of hydration. I would think that the iceberg wouldn't really do all that much.
My apologies for the little clap. It's just punctuate.
I do it too. You're not the only one.
Right, alas, we know where we're going.
You were tempted to go to the Vtuber as well.
I was so tempted. Scott is also taking a picture of Liam's food for once.
Oh, he's learning.
Yes. Step away. My artistic plating is too magnificent to ignore. Artistic what? I was playing Pokemon's Go, the mobile version of the Pit Pocket Humans video game.
That sounds
What
like...
do pocket men have to do with my food pick?
Oh my goodness. That sounds
There's a
like
little
Master
fuzzy
talking about my games that I play.
Sounds like me when I was first learning about all of this, if I'm honest.
Fair. We all start somewhere. I will not judge you.
I was about to actually say earlier, because I realised that Pokemon had a rather large stream yesterday. I've only ever played one game myself, and I'm rather tempted to try the new one on stream at some point. I've heard there's a Butler Pokemon, and I'm rather fond of it.
Yes, there is. I had to
Really?
think back to that. Yes, there is. I basically apparently I grew up with it, and then at some point I just actually remembered playing it. But basically it's been there my entire life.
My former mistress did have a few, but alas, I was too busy with my training and was rarely allowed to play games or indulge in interesting media when I was younger, so
I'm sorry to hear that,
I have
honestly.
to make up I have to make up for it all now.
Yep, exactly. Now is the time.
And if it can entertain my masters alongside me enjoying it, then that's excellent. But there's a level 43 Bernard Henson hanging out in the middle of your plate. Here, take a look. Scott, why does your phone show a tiny human doing pottery on top of my eggplant ravioli? You mean you don't know Bernard Henson? He used to be a chartered accountant, but now he's decided to pursue his dream of being a world-famous potter. That major life change has made him super rare. Pocket humans almost never follow their dreams. Well, I don't care how rare he is. His presence is spoiling my
100%
pristine
gaming
food
gubbins.
pick.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, gaming gubbins.
Quill's voice here is so different than usual. Is it? This is the voice I'm very familiar with.
I didn't think I had all that much range. But I'm pleased that you're enjoying it.
Yes, I'm using
It might be
this.
because I'm being a little more sassy than usual.
That might be it. That might be it.
Ah, my true
Your true
true
form.
nature may be coming out.
Honestly, this is the place to let it come out, as, you know, I bet that 90% of the guests of the house would probably not know what a Twitch is.
As butlers, we must have a little pent-up savagery, must we not?
Yes.
We've all seen anime.
We all know what happens in the break room sometimes.
Spoiling it. The pocket humans are way cooler than a boring old food pick. You take that back. Uh-oh. Tempers are running a little high. Looks like it's up to you to settle this dispute. Stuart Hogarth, the strongest accountant-type Pokemon in the game? What does it even mean to be a strong accountant? Is he, like, really good at math?
The strongest of
Oh,
accountants.
Gaming Gubbins, you missed the bit about bread earlier.
You
We were
did miss
settling
the bit
his
about
bread
bread.
silverware.
You did miss
Oh,
that.
Gaming Gubbins, I must say that Scott actually rather reminds me of you. I've kept thinking of you countless times.
Hello, and welcome to the Butler's Chambers. Gaming Gubbins, thank you so much for the follow. And yes, I will hydrate. Thank you.
He's a regular to my streams. I've got to know him rather well as one of my loyal masters. But he certainly has Scott energy. We do like Scott.
And I will also not sit like a goblin. Thank you.
Oh, you're Isama. Oh, it's Risama. Oh, but yes, he's just super buff. The buffest accountant. I've gotta have him.
Oh my god, Penguina put a good point in chat. The strongest account in Pokemon is my, like, worst nightmare because I'm a tax evader.
You are. Were you just playing a tax evader?
It was a roll. It was a roll.
Scott bounds across the cafeteria and practically dives into Gary Gremlin's mashed potatoes, looking for a Pokemon to capture. Do you think he actually knows how to play Pokemon's Go? Or do you think he just really likes diving into people's food?
I'm gonna go with the latter.
I'm guessing the latter too. He does seem to quite enjoy food.
He does.
But you need it to get buff.
You do. The amount of food I had to eat during the time I was actually trying to gain muscle was astronomical.
Yes, it's rather incredible how much you have to eat to gain pure muscle.
Have you seen, like, the Rock's diet by any chance? Because that is just insane to me.
I know it's crazy, but if it works, it works.
If it does, it does.
The two of you debate the question while you help Liam line up the perfect food pick. Later, he lines up some very hot pics of you. Oh, okay.
Okay, I guess.
I mean, I often run rather cold in terms of temperature, but we can run with this.
Maybe they turned the heater on, who knows? Alright, I'm trying to comprehend your request. What is there to comprehend? It's really simple, Miranda. Take my cell phone, snap a pic of me face planting into my food with my eyes closed and tongue out. But wherefore? Right here, Miranda. You're about to point out that wherefore means why, but luckily Polly elaborates on her own so you don't have to look like a bleeping know-it-all. It's a new meme, Miranda, like planking or dabbing. It's called food poisoning and it's dope AF. Don't you have cool trends in your kingdom? I suppose we do. Oh, we have a fun trend called Revere Your Rulers. It's where you show nothing but the utmost devotion for the royal family. If you're good at it, you get lots of likes on social media. And also, not executed.
We like the latter.
We do like the latter. I would rather prefer not to be executed, thank you very much. Do you even listen to yourself when you speak? I bet you know some pretty cool trends, don't you, Sally? Heck yeah, you do, don't you? It's probably that one. Yas! Dying is my effing fave. I mean, listen, the first time I did it, I was like, okay, now I don't get to be alive anymore. But then, when all the cool ghost stuff kicked in, I was like, oh my god, dying is awesome. Please don't do that. It is not. No.
Let's not try that at home.
Let's not try that trend. That is a bad trend. Do not do that.
I would care for all of my masters to stay alive, please.
That too. That very much so. My VIPs need to please stay with me. I'm not sure I would be into this dying trend. But I do know that Daddy's reign helped many peasants achieve this meme. Oh no! So it's nice to know they are becoming super popular on social media in the process. Remind me to never, ever hang out in Miranda's kingdom on break. But hey, Sally, maybe you and I can hang out sometime dying together. No. Rather not, thank you, though.
I'd rather you stay alive.
Rather prefer it, actually.
Challenge
Alright,
time.
Challenge time. Everyone chooses an object. Say your choice out loud to the rest of the players before clicking.
A teacup.
I swear to God, I can actually read. I guess I can see my 3DS here, so I will say that. Play order is decided based on how unsexy it would be to use the selected...
I mean, a teacup would have no use, but at least...
No, I don't want to think of what the 3DS would be used for, honestly.
I think you'd win, though.
Oh, you think I'd win? I gave it to you.
Oh, thank you.
Because the thought of it breaking caused me great pain.
Stream.
The thought of it breaking caused me great pain, so I gave it to you.
Thank you. I think this stream has truly relinquished my seiso status.
It really does. Like,
My
take it away.
apologies. Right, let's get a
Unfortunately, that is the risk of a dating sim.
That day, you spend some time on the library PCs managing your start kicker. We've had this one.
Yeah, the Super Bonito Bros.
You're casually reading the latest issue of Monster magazine when you are rudely interrupted. See? Even Quill, a sensible monster with a good head on his shoulders and at least some smarts, is reading Monster magazine. Yeah, that's bad, because we're warriors, so you need to fight. Scott takes the magazine from you and punches it.
Four eyes,
Hooray!
that cursed shit shall not be in my stream.
Oh no, I shall avert my gaze from that message.
I agree with you.
Let's go solve another of the world's major problems.
I love the energy you're bringing to him.
We're social justice warriors. You see, Quill, ever since our major success with the Fangirls Goathead debacle, we've taken it upon ourselves to stand up against injustice. By punching magazines! I am not streaming at present, but you can find... Should I drop my Twitch again?
I can drop it for you.
Oh, thank you.
Since it is your turn.
Thank you. By punching magazines.
There is
No,
where we may find
stop.
Quill. Quill is a wonderful
you
streamer
know,
as well.
Thank you ever so much. I appreciate that. As you no doubt noticed, Monster Magazine's sexiest monster alive this year is Count Victor von Musselbard, the werewolf prince bodybuilder. That makes him the 5th royal werewolf bodybuilder in a row to earn the title. What about those of us with leaner physiques? What of our representation?
No.
So now we're endeavouring to get Monster Magazine to name someone of a more marginalised community as their sexiest creature alive. Just need to figure out a way to convince them, since I guess punching the magazine wasn't good enough. Psh, that's easy. All you need to do is solve everyone's body image issues forever.
If that were the case, it would have been done a long time ago.
Clearly, what they need is an incredibly short, bespectacled grey-haired butler.
Very much
Clearly.
so. Clearly.
No, definitely not.
Don't put yourself down like that. Come on.
Oh, my apologies.
No.
Brilliant idea. 3-winged chupacabras are definitely an undeserved population.
Oh no,
I've
I'm
played
remembering
sports
the
games-
imagery that my that master has of chupacabras, and I don't think that deserves to be on any cover.
I played sports games against someone exactly like that, and he's always wanted to be a model, but never thought anyone would want to do pictures of him. Now he can. You can, and you do. You do all the pictures and make a mock-up of your own Monster Magazine. It goes hella viral, and before long, it's becoming more celebrated than the actual Monster Magazine.
Oh, I know where
Pretty
this game
soon
was
after-
developed now. As hella is a
Pretty soon after-
very NorCal term.
Officially admitting defeat in the face of your superiority and relinquishing his magazine and headquarters to you. Sweet. Now you have a magazine, which instantly brings you +3 money. Hey, I know you're about to move on your next misadventure, but I just want to say really quickly, as pretty much the only girls in the school shaped differently than the rest of our classmates, it was really nice to see a 3-winged chupacabra celebrated over a royal werewolf bodybuilder. It gives us hope too, you know? Oh, that was actually really sweet. The coven is so much cooler when they're not babbling on and on about the end of the world. And expecting your help with it. I know I've relinquished my seiso status, but I'm still attempting to keep some of my class intact.
Stay strong. Stay strong.
We can do this. We can do this.
I am not very say-so myself, but I am trying to be better for this stream. I'm trying to be more like work me than off work me.
You're succeeding.
Somehow.
See, I've seemed a little more off duty.
We're switching roles. Oh no.
Oh no. I can't let everyone see my sassy side. I can't throw around some insults suddenly. We're not turning into savages.
I know, but at the
Not
same
letting
time, it is quite fun after a long day of prim and proper to kind of just let the shoulders relax a bit and be yourself.
Truly, maintaining that posture is rather straining.
Yeah, also the stick
This
that
week-
was taped to my back during training, that crap hurt. It hurt a lot.
Absolutely. It's way more fun to interact with your classmates when they're complimenting you instead.
Can't relate,
it's
I
your
don't
turn.
know
My
what that's like.
apologies for getting on a tangent again.
It is fine. Okay, Charm. Charm is apparently in here today.
Yes.
The day an epic dodgeball match takes place, the match is so intense and both teams are so into it that you decide to raise the stakes by betting part of your charm against part of the other team's charm. That commitment amazes your whole team and their spirit is fueled by determination. Finally, you win and take 2 charms from the other team's leader. She is now a bit less fabulous.
Oh,
On your way out, you spot Polly still wearing the lab coat she stole from that human party the other night. She takes it off and throws it at you to get your attention. Filled with determination, yes. Yo, that human party convinced me. I want to be a scientist, but not just any kind. A party scientist.
party scientist.
That
Best
sounds
kind.
amazing. What's a party scientist, you ask? Why, it's just a scientist who's dedicated to discovering the secret to the raddest party. Through a series of extremely scientific experiments, I aim to discover what exactly makes a party good, so I can distill whatever it is into a vial and drink it. Or, just have a really dope party all the time. Anyway, I'm going to the bar mitzvah tonight and I need your scientific advice. What can we do to push this party over the edge? The electric slide with actual electricity. Oh no. Later that night. Look at him dance. I don't know why I never thought of this before. It's just basic science. Lightning gives life to a Frankenstein. A Frankenstein is stitched together masses of sexy flailing limbs. A sentence I never thought I would have to say in my entire life.
Glow sticks is also something I thought I'd never have to comprehend in my entire life.
I didn't think I would either. Would that just be like
My
a baguette
apologies.
chopped and then like a glow stick shoved into it?
Go to an idol concert waving 2 baguettes.
I mean, that would be very interesting to show up to a Miku Expo just doing that. Which is also what a party is. Lightning is the life of the party. What's that? You want to know who the bar mitzvah boy is? I don't know. I don't know any of these kids. Crashing bar mitzvah is the height of party culture. You have so much fun that you forget to tell Polly she should have said Frankenstein's monster. You gain +2 fun and +1 charm. At least the game knows.
I know.
Frankenstein was a scientist. The monster was, well, Frankenstein's
I do enjoy
monster.
Victor Frankenstein.
I do too. It's a really great book.
I've been really wanting to reread it as of late.
I do too, but the list of books I need to actually read through first is quite daunting. So it's kind of dispersuading me.
Always relate to that, but
Oh, are you still talking or?
no, I'm not. Sorry, I was simply reading out Gaming Gubbin's brilliant idea.
Brilliant. Oh my god.
Please get used to his puns.
I
They often
shall
grace
with
my
time.
stream.
I will also probably laugh hysterically at them.
Definitely one of my punnier masters.
Oh, that shall be fun if he comes by more often. You were grooming yourself in the bathroom when suddenly Liam reveals himself in your shower. No, do not ever. That is my time, and I'm usually singing. So please do not.
Can hear classic emo hits radiating from your shower.
You know me too well. How long has he been in there?
Butlers, we think alike.
Don't vampires need to be invited into houses or something? Yeah, I think that is part of the lore. So many questions. Ah, Sally. I noticed you in class the other day, admiring my collection of slightly used vintage buttons. Is that what those were? Like, admiring was a strong word before, but now... I'm sure you've noticed that I have many strange and amazing hobbies, such that the average civilian could never hope to take on for sheer lack of creative talent. Trading fine insect legs, bottling peak toxic waste to turn into fine wines. Yo, Dr. Frankie, what's up?
Hello.
Generally being part of DIM culture. Do it myself, obviously. Truly one of the greatest joys in embarking on our greatest romance is to share your obscure hobbies with one another. And I have been giving some thought on embarking on one such great romance with Quill. But tell me, what of his hobbies? Will he have some great knowledge to share with me? I will help you with this.
Unfortunately, not a date between us. We're competing for a date with monsters.
We are competing with dates with other monsters, which is supposed to be us competing, but we've just been helping each other try to get dates.
Apparently, butlers truly are the best wingmen.
Apparently so. Did you not know?
Salivor is still winning.
Yeah, I've gotten the first date. Did you not know Quill is the founder and head editor of Exotic Aquatics, the guide to breeding rare fishes for agility competitions? That I don't even know how one would do that. Exotic aquatics. Why, I read that every month. I guided my prize turquoise Tang Trixie through a tunnel maze based on those techniques. I had no idea that was Quill who was responsible for that. I love how even helping is like forcing the other person to have to possibly explain something like that to them. Truly,
Yes,
you first.
I truly know. I truly know so much about exotic aquatics.
You're truly a connoisseur of that art.
Oh, absolutely.
Truly, I cannot wait to hear more about his exotic aquatic prowess. Perhaps at prom? Man, you sure hope that
Perhaps
Quill
so.
actually knows anything about fish. You say so many ridiculous things a day, you can't for the life of you keep track of what are true and which are lies.
I mean, my anglerfish training techniques are quite stellar.
If you could train an anglerfish to do anything, I would be quite impressed.
I mean, they could be used as good decorative lighting if they're trained well enough.
True. You'll be keeping your fingers and fins crossed for him. Meanwhile, you gain +3 creativity. Challenge time! Everyone choose a celebrity. Say your choice out loud to the rest of the players before clicking. Tom Holland.
Oh, Gerard Way.
Gerard Way, okay. Player art is decided based on how weird a video game starring the selected celebrity would be.
I feel like Tom Holland would be weirder.
Tom Holland as Tom Holland would be weird. If it were Spider-Man, it'd kind of make sense, but just Tom Holland.
Yes, well, we've seen Spider-Man games.
And Gerard Way, wouldn't his just be an Umbrella Academy game?
Yeah, that would be so interesting.
That would be.
That would be so... I now want that.
Could you imagine having to live like the early life of the Umbrella Academy kids?
Hmm.
Oh wait, I've actually helped you.
It's just a fantastic idea, and an anglerfish sandwich sounds terrible.
That does sound terrible. Okay, we have to go with weird. So I'm guessing
Okay, you went.
Tom Holland, yeah. Because honestly, now I do want an Umbrella Academy game.
Right, my apologies that my brain has just not been working with quick thinking today. I get one idea and that's all I can think of.
It's fair, it's fair. Okay, I do need more... Let's get some boldness in me. That day you skip class intending to da-da-da. 3 wild hyenas on the way there. Who the F runs security here? Anyway, you subdue them with the help of a hair comb. God bless the Monster Scouts and all the idiotic scenarios they prepared you for. I mostly just, whenever I did Scouts, I just snuck out of the actual lecture part of it and hung out with my friends.
I never did anything like that.
You notice Polly staring at her phone with an uncharacteristic intensity. She usually looks much happier sorting through those things. Better investigate.
Images. Compromising images.
Compromising images. Don't send those to people, by the way.
Please don't.
Please don't. Oh, hey, boo. I'm just checking out information on possible afterlives. Like, I'm not going to spend my time as a high school student for all eternity. Who does that? Anime characters. I've collected some pamphlets from various afterlives, and I'm looking into the pros and cons of each one. It's just such a big decision, you know. I mean, this could affect the rest of my afterlife. Do you know anyone who went to any of these afterlives? Which afterlife are you into? Oh boy, this gets into some, This sounds amazing, but knowing her, damn it, nothingness, lame, dang it, I was going for the edgier option, thinking it would be more her.
That's the sort of thing that Liam would like.
Probably. You know what there is to do in nothingness? Nothingness. Do you know how fun my afterlife is? So fun. I don't want to just repeat high school forever and ever and ever. Who does that? But just because I don't want to stay a high schooler doesn't mean I want to give up all the cool stuff I've got going on down here in existence. No more fun party drugs that make you feel super hyper? What kind of world would that be? I'm just gonna skip all that.
Yes.
Just because you have no zest for life, or afterlife as that case may be, doesn't mean I'll give up the good stuff. I'm gonna go consider literally every single possible afterlife there has ever been or ever will be, except for the one you just suggested. But definitely write to me to tell me how it is once you get there. Although you probably won't be able to because, nothingness. Well, not 10 billion nothingness. If I read
Right, what are we lacking in? I know I need a little boldness, but we can't get that today. So, what would Liam like? I don't think we need too much more charm for him. Maybe just throwing more in smarts.
Yeah, I was gonna say
That
smarts or
demo-
money.
That day you're astonished by some new stuff you learn in class. You thought high school was all about doing stupid stuff with your friends and trying to find true love. Who would have thought that class could actually be useful? What a nice surprise.
Does
You gain +1 valuable... Sorry?
I was about to say, does nobody ensure that the students are actually going to their classes in this universe?
There again, this is a monster school, so
True.
the rules may be a little more lax.
Yeah.
In art class, you're having a hard time looking at the unspeakable eldritch relic that you're supposed to be painting. And Liam and Miranda thankfully provide you with a distraction. What are you talking about, Miranda? That relic clearly represents the futility of man's quest for meaning in a world of consumer goods. But how do you know that, Liam? To me, it just looks like a gruesome and horrific offering to a pitiless god, like Uncle Anthema used to make. Why, it's easy, Miranda. When I want to discern the true meaning of a piece of art, I simply, Ridiculous. There's something written on the bottom of the statue. It says, this statue clearly represents the futility of man's quest for meaning within capitalism. Oh dear, Liam, it looks as if you were wrong. You said in a world of consumer goods. That is merely my superior vocabulary at work, Miranda. The artist was an eldritch sculptor, after all, not an art critic. Eldritch and critic became intertwined.
I know. It is a bit of a tongue twister. I do not blame you for that. From the person who has a meme now on his channel about having giant enemy bottles, I can't say anything about misreadings.
Oh, I'm certain that mine shall be coming in the future, my sorts of memes. I trip over my words constantly, so I'm surprised it hasn't already happened, if I'm honest.
It will come to you soon, I believe in you.
You're so smart and so humble. Liam calmly accepts Miranda's sincere compliment. When he thinks you're not looking, he runs around looking at the bottoms and backs of every other piece of art in the room. You've clearly changed his life. Probably for the better. You gain +2 charm and +1 smarts.
Alright, everyone chooses a brand, say your choice out loud to the rest of the players before clicking. Crunchyroll.
Oh, Funimation.
Aren't they the same thing now?
Oh, are they now?
I think Funimation bought them. Players decided based
We should have
on...
said Starbucks.
True. Players decided...
Starbucks.
Yeah. If you want to change to Starbucks, go for it.
Oh no, it's just because I was thinking of the Starbucks cup in Game of Thrones.
Oh my god. That was a funny moment. The funnier part to me, though, was how, people were going nuts over it.
Mm-hmm.
Player orders decided based on how weird it would be if the selected brand paid for product placement in Game of Thrones. Oh, that's why you were saying the Starbucks cup. I mean, both would be pretty hysterical.
I think Crunchyroll may be more amusing.
Crunchyroll, yeah, because Funimation's more mainstream known because of the older stuff they did. So yeah, I think I agree with Crunchyroll. Week 3.
We're almost there.
Yep. Okay. Oh, it doesn't stick us in a scenario this time where we have to have someone else talk to somebody else. Listen,
I
Sally.
think so.
You could totally sit with us. I just hope you didn't bring a gun to a bazooka fight. Yeah, we're showing off our best flasks. Well, not the best flasks exactly, but the best contents. Good God, are literal actual flasks of alcohol openly allowed in the school cafeteria? Are there no rules?
We have been asking this.
We have been. Apparently not, because Polly starts setting a series of flasks down on the table. Okay, so this is beer, my WC wine, whiskey, ethyl alcohol, and the soul of an infant. Oh no. I don't know what to be more concerned by. I don't know what to be more concerned by, the soul of the infant or the ethyl alcohol, because both are terrible things. Weak. This is radioactive absinthe. This is fire. And this is literal poor life choices.
Oh, they've been taken from me then.
I think I contributed a bit to that as well. Okay, but this one has another smaller flask inside. It is the ultimate flask. They could probably go on like this for goddamn ever. Maybe you can cut in with the craziest thing of all, but think carefully about whom you want to impress with your flask content. Want to get a dope party started? This flask has ultra whiskey, which can...
She'll like that one.
Yeah, I think for her it would be the ultra whiskey, because she's a party girl and he is an agent of chaos. So party girl, yep. Heck yeah, heck yeah, heck yeah, let's rage. I've always wanted to make ultra whiskey, but I could not get my whiskey bottles to... I tried everything. Mood lighting, sultry music, chainsaws, all the cliche romance stuff. I don't want to know what your love life is like if chainsaws are cliche. But it seems nigh impossible to get them to make sweet whiskey love. I almost started to think inanimate objects can't do that. But... and we continue? If you can make whiskey-esque whiskey turn into ultra whiskey, we should definitely apply that principle all over the damn place. 2 cars make a limousine. That... a microwave and a Russian novel to get a pair of designer shoes. I think that's a reference to something. I don't know what it is, though. Can't wait to create doper stuff than the world can even handle, probably. Well, the world probably doesn't need to worry about handling it, because there's no way you can pull that in Sandy off. But yay for plans with Polly.
I am so tempted. I am so tempted. But we're in for the win.
At least sometime we have to sit at the VTuber table.
If we play this again, we have to.
Yes, or just try and romance them and them alone by some convoluted means.
You approach Liam and Vera's table to find them thoughtfully tasting several glasses of wine. Now this is my level. Here we go.
Very
The
true.
school has literally rules, apparently.
Although I am more picky with wine than I am with other liquors.
As am I. The most exclusive of beverages. Even a vampire such as myself cannot resist its class and allure. Do you know a lot about wine, then? I'm having dinner with the King of France next week, and I could use some pointers. France doesn't have a king anymore. That's what the media wants you to think. So do you know about wine or not? Alas, in my centuries of living, I've only learned how to look good holding wine and not how to evaluate it. All I know is that I'm not drinking another glass of that one. Vera points at a bottle with Polly's toilet wine written on it in purple marker. What I wouldn't give for an experienced sommelier to help us judge which wine is best. You know nothing about wine, but you're pretty sure most sommeliers just make stuff up anyway. You suavely recommend... the one that pairs with blood.
Yes.
You know, the pronounced sweetness and citrus flavours would go well with an unholy blood meal. I've always tried to pair Pinot wine with blood, because noir means dark like my soul. And I always avoided sangria because the little bits of fruit in it made it seem inauthentic. But I suppose the clue is in the title, isn't it? This truly is a new dawn for the sanguine cuisine. Well, not dawn, per se, but let's say a new dusk. Yes, A new dusk for sanguine cuisine. As someone who does not literally drink blood, I'm afraid I can't share your enthusiasm. But I do like to imagine vampires getting chunks of fruit stuck between their fangs. Liam ignores her. He's too busy gazing at you over the rim of his glass. He's a little drunk, but you don't
How
judge.
much wine did he have?
Clearly plenty.
Clearly plenty. Also, I will...
How much did you have to drink, Liam? Wine.
Oh my goodness. I have to say, though, there have been times where I've been confused of a wine's flavor profile because I don't like it personally, and I've had to lie about what it tasted like. That was not a fun day of improv.
Oh, I apologize. Improv is... I find it difficult even when sober, so...
Yeah, it was not a fun night. Everybody chooses a food. Say your choice out loud to the rest of the players before clicking.
Pancake.
Cheeseburger. I'll go for the most stereotypically American option. Player orders decided based on how funny the nickname Sally the Cool Blank would be. What would be the cool pancake?
Prefer to make the cool pancake or the cool cheeseburger?
I don't know what either would be, but pancake does sound funny. I'm gonna give it to you on this one. As just the thought of being like, yo, it's the pancake. It's like, what does that even mean, and how would one acquire that nickname?
The cool pancake.
The cool pancake.
Right, so I think I'll go for a little boldness. We've seen this. Oh, we run into Mamimi, the Oni girl. She offers you some of her weird Japanese energy drink. You take a sip. It tastes crazy and you need to check the contents of it. Guarana seed extract, benzoic acid, 3 milligrams of caffeine, and 100 milligrams of boldness. Now that's what we like to hear.
Well, that much boldness only gets you 2. Boldness is high commodity, apparently.
Lately, you've been being cute with Liam, but in an ironic sense. And he seems to tolerate you, which is like third base for Liam. So tonight you're having a picnic at the graveyard. It's like a date, except it totally isn't a date because date's super cliche. But it's totally a date. It's time. You're gonna kiss him. You've practiced a lot with your pillow, which might or might not be a body pillow customized with real size full body picture of Liam. Maybe. Here you go. You know what, Quill? I've been thinking about the concept of kissing. And not because being with you makes me think about kissing. But don't you think kissing is such an outdated and vulgar concept? Your best way of showing your feelings is by putting your mouth over another person's mouth? But you wanted to put your mouth over his mouth, goddammit! Come on, Quill. Promise just around the corner. Quickly. Think of a never-before-seen way of showing your feelings to Liam.
I'm crying at the body pillow. That's hysterical.
Don't show your feelings, sing your feelings.
I feel
or
that's
being
super
figurative is
cliche.
for cowards. I feel we're going for the hour.
Oh! Hopefully you still have
Oh.
enough good points to actually get to prom.
Hopefully so.
I don't want this dream being you
Starting-
failing twice.
Liam's just not for me, apparently.
Apparently.
If so. It turns out they add up to the shape of a feral puma. What are you doing? First, you spend an hour of our picnic ignoring me so you can scribble some weird runes on the ground. Oh yeah, that ritual took you an hour so you couldn't focus on Liam. And then you summon a friggin' puma in the middle of it, which is like the 5th to last thing I like in a picnic. Just between 2 pumas and gluten. Not cool, Quill. I'll let you solve this yourself.
Oh.
And so he leaves. Subduing a feral puma turns out to be not an easy task. It rips 2 smarts and 1 fun off you, and it hurts big time.
Yeah, that hurts in more than one sense.
Stung.
I do need some charms, so let's head to the auditorium. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Many people fall during the battle. You can't take any more, so you valiantly go straight to the other team's leader and start negotiating for a truce. After hours of intense diplomacy, you commit an agreement. What an unexpected twist. You gain plus 10 righteousness, but this game is wrong in so many ways that you would be lucky if you can do anything with that. And plus 2 charm. But none of that matters. You're late to meet Polly for some more party experience. Alright, our research is progressing well so far, but we've got a very limited sample size. I need to know that we can make any party the best, not just some parties. So tomorrow morning, we're gonna crash a funeral! Don't do that. If we can make that fun, we can make anything fun. So brainstorm time. How can we put the fun back in funeral? I don't know why Bouncy Castle is such an enticing option. Damn it! No, I think we're both gonna fail.
We both messed up our final
Yep.
ones.
An exorcist? What the hell was that? I think they'd be happy to see their dead friend up and dancing around. What are they, the corpse police? You try to remind her that the regular police aren't the corpse police, but she's not listening. Maybe there is no secret to the ultimate party. Maybe people are just lame. Death sucks. I'm gonna join a covenant and spend eternity scaring the crap out of nuns. Polly doesn't make it 10 feet before she forgets about the covenant or finds some new things to do. She also forgets about you. Oh no. I think we're both in for a, I think we are both in for
A painful one.
a painful one. You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to Monster Prom with you. Not a chance.
Oh.
Ow. No, it's... I hope not. Oh, no.
Here we go.
Here we go.
You finally pluck up the courage and ask your beloved to go to the monster prom with you. Prom. Not that I love the concept of prom, but we need to be there, if only to remind everyone we're cooler than them. It's almost a duty. So we should do it, huh?
Wait, you got it!
Prom, that was beautiful. We got it! For once, Liam seemed relaxed without feeling the need to act cool. He put all his mysterious posing aside and told you a bit about the time he spent as part of the coven, and when he was in a K-pop band. You
I want to
told
hear
him
that
you admired
story.
that. As do I. How he has no issue trying new things, as wacky as they might sound. He smiled and told you that when you're immortal, you need to explore life to its fullest, and always be eager to discover new things you might like. Then he said, and you know what? Coming to prom with you has turned out to be a new thing I seem to like. Very much.
Oh.
We did it!
Oh no. We switched.
I'm so sorry.
No, you shouldn't
Gosh,
be.
I suppose we're equal, 1 win each.
Yep, exactly. Alright. Like it always does, life happens, and it was so wonderful. We already saw Polly's one.
Yep.
Liam started the Iconoclastic band.
I have that one too.
Damien found peace the most unexpected way. He kept punching everything till one day he punched his own anger to death. He's written a book about it.
I have Miranda's, which we've already seen.
Yep. Yeah, we switched MGP. We switched who actually got to end that. Alright, do we want to do one more as tiebreaker? Maybe a short game?
Or perhaps we could just save it for another time, because it's already been 3 hours.
Ah, it has. We can save this for another time.
I was simply thinking as it's been 3 hours.
Mine are
Time
usually
flies.
around 4 hours. It really has, but I had a
Oh.
wonderful time.
Ah,
Oh, is your neck a bit stiff there?
no, I'm just cracking my shoulders.
Ah, okay. I did have a wonderful time
We
playing
all
this,
know that
honestly.
feeling.
Yeah, I
It's
know it
been
all too well.
incredibly enjoyable.
Yeah. When I don't have to censor myself, I am having a wonderful time.
It has been fun. I've really enjoyed this game.
Oh, definitely. We have to either play this again or maybe find some other fun games to play together.
Mm. It's been great to collab with you.
I know. We've been talking about it for so long as well. So I think it just kind
I
of
know.
that finally it actually happens.
I apologize for so many tangents.
No, I understand completely, and honestly, it did bring some fun to the whole affair.
Mm. Talking about fellow Butler experiences and occasionally cats.
And occasionally cats, yes. Which, honestly, that whole UK Expo story, oh my god. That was just a trip and a half.
Yes, well, you weren't there to experience it.
Maybe one day I will
Multiple
share some
times.
US convention stories I have.
Oh, please do. I would love to hear that.
Alright. I would be glad to tell them. I will talk to you later.
Yes.
Alright.
Thank you ever so much.
Thank you ever so much. I had a wonderful time.
So did I.
I will see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, ladies and gents. That was a ton of fun. I've been meaning to play that game for a while now, and finally actually getting to it is a trip and a half. That whole game is so much fun. I might even try and convince Quill to play the sequel with me, if he is so inclined. All right. Shall we find somebody to raid into? Thank you so much for coming, Quill. Honestly, I had a wonderful time. That was amazing. I love that game. All right, let us see who is on at this time. You chose that on yourself, Blue Zero. I would be most interested in doing that as well, honestly. It sounds like it would be a lot of fun. And also, apparently, there's like new characters and returning characters and a lot of different aesthetics, so it would be quite interesting. We'll talk it out. We'll talk it out. You know, she's raided into me a couple times, so it might be time to raid back into Cerise VT. It's not that I don't feel like obligated to, it's just I like doing so. It's fun for me. Yes, we're going to be raiding into Cerise VT, who is a wonderful, wonderful person. By the way, please follow me on Twitter for any updates. Oh, is the bot not working? Please tell me the bot's working. Let me try that again. Oh, it is working. Wonderful. It's just delayed. And my Discord for better notifications and some lovely things. Our raid message, as it always has been, is going to be this, our Butler raid. It will look like this on the other side, because I can't get Streamlabs to actually go for the emo for some odd reason. Anyway, please give Cerise some love. She is a lovely person and one of my best friends that I have here. She is a wonderful, wonderful streamer as well. Thank you, Quill, for coming today. I had an amazingly fun time. But for now, I do have to say, Butler out. Bye-bye, everybody. I love you guys.